Hey. What's going on, everyone? Oh, man. I am excited. This has been a long summer, I'd say, without football. But, man, it's week one, guys. It's week one. Ooh, I'm a little worried about this offensive line. I'm not going to lie. I was hoping, hey, maybe, one of these linemen are going to play, but we're not getting either of them. Yeah, Soldier Field's ridiculous. It's bad. The offensive line looks like it's going to be Hansen and Newman on the right side. So I'm pretty sure Danielle Hunter lines up on that side. I just don't like that matchup, man. I'm okay with Josh Nijman. I think he could shut down Z, honestly. But the Danielle Hunter against Royce, I don't know about that, guys. Is Tunyon? Yeah, Tunyon's playing. That's a positive. Without Lazard, at least Tunyon being, a big target for Aaron Rodgers in the past. That's good. Now, will he be on a snap count? Who knows? I don't really know. I would think they're gonna full force send it with him, but we'll see. How's everyone doing today? Obviously, I feel like we're all pretty nervous, anxious, excited all at the same time, right? Let's check out, let's see. TJ Watt tore his pec? What? What? Okay, TJ Watt went to the locker room. It looked like a pectoral injury. And it shows a clip of him saying, I tore it. Oh, no. That's terrible. If he actually did that, that's terrible. That's so bad. You got the Pack winning. Yeah, man. I think it's going to be a hard game, though. It's going to be, if the Packers win, it's going to be down to their defense. Obviously their offense is going to have to put up points, but might be a little difficult with the lackluster offensive line. No Alan Lazard. So I'm hoping the defense can carry today, which I'm so excited to see the starting defense, guys. We haven't seen the starting defense at all yet, and there's been so much hype around it, so much hype around the all the signings and the draftees. Commander Cody, thank you so much for the donation.
Happy to have the stream back, Bass. Let's go, Pack.
Yes, sir. 2022 season's back. Yes, sir. Kickoff's what? 20 minutes away. All right, we got plenty of time to do a little, pregame talking. The Bears won. That's unfortunate. I don't know how they beat the Niners. I guess Trey Lance. I mean, the field. That too. The field was awful. Yeah, Bakhtiari's out. Elton Jenkins out. I'll get you guys the inactives real quick. Here we go. All right. Inactives are Alan Lazard, as to be expected. Shamar Jean-Charles. So I guess Kayshawn Nixon gets a nod over him for, I would say, for special teams. So it looks like the Packers, with Shamar Jean-Charles being inactive, they're probably not going to be running a lot of dime. And that makes sense, having Quay Walker and stuff. They could run more nickel. They could run more base. Treat Carpenter, inactive. Bakhtiari, inactive. Elton Jenkins, inactive. Samori Toure, inactive. Jonathan Ford, inactive. So, interestingly enough, Samori Toure made the roster over Juwan Winfrey. Juwan Winfrey went to the practice squad. They called up Juwan Winfrey yesterday from the practice squad for this game, and he's active. So, I guess they like the more experience there with Juwan Winfrey, with Alan Lazard being out in case they need to put a receiver into the offense. Obviously, Juwan Winfrey has more snaps with Aaron Rodgers. He's played with him in regular season games. It makes sense. Now, obviously, I think Torrey made the roster over Winfrey just due to him potentially getting snagged and Winfrey having a better chance of staying on the practice squad, which obviously proved true. Z doesn't lay one hand on Rodgers' bold prediction. I don't think it's that far-fetched to say that. He's all hyped for... I honestly, one of the things I hope happens is Josh Nijman just shutting down Zadarius Smith. That would be amazing. Yeah. Burrow. Wait, did the Bengals really win? Are you joking? Oh, come on. No way. Where's it at? Where am I looking? Why can't I find? Oh my God, the Bengals. Who just scored the last touchdown? Jamar Chase. Let's go. I got him on fantasy, but I kind of wanted to see the Steelers win there. Yeah, Burrow, what, 4 interceptions, 1 fumble, and they still win? Can you imagine Aaron Rodgers throwing 4 interceptions and fumbling once? Twitter would be imploding. And then if they still won, like, that has never happened. Like, Aaron Rodgers has to play exceptionally well for the Packers to win normally. And it's just like, I can't imagine any scenario where Aaron Rodgers throws 4 interceptions and 1 fumble and the Packers win. It's just wild. And then, like, no one's saying anything. I mean, obviously, Twitter's saying stuff about his turnovers today, but I can't imagine if it was at Rodgers. If it was Brady, it'd be all over, like, oh, his will to win, that comeback win whilst throwing 4 interceptions. What a clutch player. Like, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. Eagles balling out, right? Or are the Lions kind of coming back here? Lions down by 10. Eagles got that, I'd say. Browns up by 2. Minute 20 left. We got the Saints up by 1 with 20 seconds left. Who just scored to take the lead? Oh, Will Lutz field goal. Okay. Damn, man, the Falcons had their number all game. Like, how? Who blocked the field goal? Who blocked the field goal? Are you saying the Steelers blocked the extra point? No way. No way. You better be joking. Bruh, they blocked the extra point. Was it Minka? Okay, the Steelers deserve to win now, man. There's no way, like, come on. Woo! You think Watson 5 for 130? I don't know. We'll see. That's crazy. Amari looks like he is returning at least punts, probably kicks as well. He was the first up in warm-ups today. Oh, my gosh. Week 1 of the NFL, and we already got this crazy stuff going on. Colts-Texans going overtime as well. God, I hope they don't pull this, they keep a game on, and we miss the first part of the Packers game. I hope not. Luckily, in my area, the previous game right now is the Eagles-Lions, and that looks like it's going to end without overtime, considering it's a 4-point game. Lions just scored. Yeah, who was that? Who's number 4? A little bit of push-off on Slay, but nice catch. Who's number 4 on the Lions? Who is that? A little bit of a push-off on Slay, but nonetheless. Oh, it's DJ Chark. I didn't know he's number 4. DJ Chark, nice catch. Oh, it's gonna be a 3-point game. So I guess this game could go to overtime, but hopefully it doesn't, because then we're gonna miss the first part of the Packers game, which we all do not want that. I hate that. Sports kid, go back, go. All right, you don't gotta spam, bud. Please don't spam. Dude, this game is ridiculous. Steelers, Bengals. Like, what is going on? What is going on out here? What's other scores? What we got? What do we else got? We have, Bengals, Colts, overtime. Jaguars up by 2 against Commanders. Wow. Ravens are going to beat the Jets. Looks like Saints are going to end up beating the Falcons, which is laughable. Well, comparative to what, like, the score was earlier. For overtime, Steelers, Bengals. Browns are down by 1. Whose ball is it? Whose ball is it? It's crazy. I keep seeing this on Twitter, so I'm gonna ask you guys the same thing. Which wide receiver for the Packers has the most yards today? And that includes Aaron Jones. You could definitely choose him. What player has the most receiving yards, I should say, for the Packers today? I'm just gonna go on a limb and just say Sammy Watkins, like that Week 1 blow up Sammy Watkins game. Why not? All right. Commanders just scored. Bro, we got a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. Is it Jahan Dotson again? All right. We got a few answers. We got Dobbs, Watkins. All right. Jones. What else? Sammy, Jones, Watkins, or Watson. All right, let me see this. I'm going to look at this blocked extra point. Oh, my God. How did Minka time that so perfectly? I'm watching that.
Cincinnati in front. Trying to complete the round.
Oh, that was a great. He went unblocked. That tackle just led him right by him. He Tyler Lancastered it. What is going on over there in Cincinnati? He Tyler Lancastered that field goal block. Like, what are you doing? All right. No. Man. This Eagles-Lions game is wacky. Like, what is going on? Wentz had 2-point conversion. Yeah, I was saying that with the Commanders. Like, it's really going to depend how Wentz plays, and he was looking pretty good today. I mean, it is against the Jags, so, you know, it is what it is, but let me go to ESPN. The score app on your phone is great, but the website's just not good. Like, it doesn't even show who has the ball. Let's full scoreboard, ESPN. There we go. That is much better. So Steelers are going to start with the ball. And it looks like Najee Harris is out, so that's not ideal. Eagles have the ball up by 3. It is 1st and 10 at the 49 of Detroit. The Ravens just about to win. The Commanders are now up by 6, kicking off to the Jags with 1:46 remaining. The Browns are down by 1. It's 4th and 1 from Carolina 40. So that would be a 57-yarder Browns field goal for the win from Cade York. Do they attempt the 57, or do they try to get a first down here? I don't even know if they have timeouts. You got to attempt. You give it to Cade York. You draft him in the 4th round. You kick that 57, right? For the win. Browns, come on. Colts, Texans overtime. Texans starting with the ball. It's 3rd and 22 though, so it looks like Colts may get a shot at it. Yeah. Wow. The Falcons attempted a 63-yard field goal for the win. It got blocked, but that's wild. Younghoe Koo could honestly kind of hit that if it didn't get blocked. He's trying to line drive it low. That's probably why it got blocked. That's ridiculous, man. How do the Falcons lose that? How? What do you think of the new hats? What new hats? The sideline hats? I haven't seen them yet. You hate them being so conservative with Bach and Elton. I mean, it is what it is. Like, if they're not cleared to play 100%, it is what it is. It's unfortunate. Like, we keep getting, like, these little bits of hope at Bakhtiari, and we're like, oh, he's questionable. Oh, he's been practicing. And it's happened, like, 5 times already, man. And I always try to be optimistic, and I'm making videos about it, and I'm like, okay, like, he might finally be back this time. Like, good news, and then doesn't play. It's like, dude, how many? Like, I wouldn't be so shocked to see David Bakhtiari, like, end up just retiring, which is wild. But, like, if he can't get on the field within the first, like, half of the season, nah. Like, how is he questionable for this game? And then already the report this morning is he's not playing today, and he's probably not playing next week. Like, then why was he questionable? He should be either out or doubtful. Like, I just don't, like, what happened this morning? Like, what happened yesterday that all of a sudden the dude's now pretty much ruled out for 2 games rather than being questionable for the first one? It's very weird, man. It's very weird. Elton, he'll be back. I feel he's going to be fine. I think they're precautious with him. I think he could even back next week or 2. I think he's going to be okay. Which is honestly, if you had to choose which one, and obviously that's not a choice you want to make, would get better if, say, the other one never played again. I mean, you'd probably choose Elton just based off of him, being younger, more versatile, like the future at any position on that offensive line. So, oh my God, the Bears field is awful. How do they allow that? That's crazy. Oh my God, official sports clips. You gotta change your username, man. That is terrible. That's awful. You look like a bot. You look like one of those crypto mining bots. Yeah. Man, this this game's, we'll wait. Did Cleveland hit a 58-yarder? Oh, he hit it. Oh, Cade York hit the 58. I told you let him kick that. Cade York for the win against the Panthers. What a guy. What a guy. What a debut in the NFL for Cade York. Yeah, Saints won. Wait, Lions may come back? Oh my gosh. I swear, if the Bears and Lions win and we end up losing to the Vikings, the Eagles are at Detroit's 40, 4th and 1. I say you go for that. You don't attempt the field goal because you just give the Lions great field position if you miss. I go for it. All right, so it's Bengals ball. They're at the 50, and I think they can kick a field goal for the win. Man, if the Bengals win this, bro. Are you watching Red Zone? I was earlier. I turned it off. I turned it off just because whatever. I'm getting ready for the Packers game. But, yeah. But how's everyone doing this fine Sunday? We got a little roll call in here. Where are you guys from? Where are we watching the game from? Where are we watching it from? All right. Let's check, refresh the scoreboard, see where we're at. Ooh, yeah. Bengals are at Steelers 40 now. Oh, man. Eagles got that first down on 4th and 1. That will probably seal it for the Eagles. I don't know how many timeouts the Lions have, but Jags, I think, are going to have 3rd and 11 at their own 44 with 1:25 remaining. Oh, nope, never mind. Trevor Lawrence got intercepted. Commanders are going to win. Man, Trevor Lawrence, man, come on. I thought you were going to be a little better this year. Colts have the ball on Houston's 47. All right, let's check this roll call real quick. You're from Green Bay. You got Wisconsin born and raised. Atlanta. You ask where can you watch the game if you're in Atlanta. I think it's local. I think this game's local pretty much everywhere other than Tennessee and New York. Chi-Town, Wisconsin, Chicago, Omaha, Indiana, Green Bay. Appleton, cool. Matt Ryan fumbles. Okay, he recovered. All right, we're 6 minutes away. I'm glad that it seems the Eagles game's ending because I did not want that to go into overtime. I'll put on the. Yep, Eagles are going to win. Eagles are going to win. That's a close one for them, but, win's a win. All right, what's my fantasy looking like? I had Chase with 23.9, Waddle with 15.7, Cooks with 10.3, and I still got Tunyon right now, Aaron Jones, Zeke Elliott, Dak Prescott. Okay. Iowa, Maryland, nice. Upper Peninsula, cool. Oh man, it's week 1, guys. It's surreal. I feel like doesn't feel like it's already ready to go. Week 1 of the NFL season. We haven't seen this actual starting defense for 2022 at all yet. None of them played in the preseason. They've been looking really good in practice, and that's, just practice. But I'm hyped, man. This defense has the talent and the depth on paper to be one of the best defenses in the NFL. And they have a chance to show that today in stopping Dalvin Cook and stopping Justin Jefferson, stopping Kirk Cousins. It's going to be important, and I'm very interested to see how they match up with Justin Jefferson, because 25% of snaps in the slot last year. Will they mirror Jair Alexander on Justin Jefferson? That's my question. 2 hours south, St. Louis. Two St. Louis is okay. Or at least 1 2 hours south and 1 in. But, Romeo Doubs, man. I also, on offense, I'm wondering who is going to start at the other outside receiver play one. So if they come out with 3 receivers, obviously 2 outside and 1 slot, we know Sammy Watkins is going to be one of them, and we know Randall Cobb's going to be the slot. Who's going to be the other outside guy to start? I'm thinking Romeo Doubs, but we could see a shocker and it be Juwan Winfrey. But I think it's going to be Doubs, just based on him actually playing all preseason, playing all training camp, doing well in both. He has some snaps with Aaron Rodgers, whereas Watson has barely any, just practice snaps. I mean, I guess so does Doubs, just practice snaps with Rodgers, but Watson didn't play in a single preseason game. Doubs played in all of them. So, all right. Why are they showing the end of the Jags Commanders game? This shit's over. Let's get the Packers Vikings game rolling. Hopefully here soon.
Opportunities that this Jacksonville team had on that first drive. They settled for 3 because Trevor Lawrence overthrew.
All right, come on, let's get this game on. I don't need to see the ending, the kneel downs for the Commanders. I don't care. I don't care. Jair should shadow JJL game. I agree, man. I agree. Shrewsbury, UK. Nice. Nice.
The Commanders said we want stability at the position. We hope this
all right.
Overcoming miscues, couple of interceptions.
Of course, Zadarius Smith walks out with the Vikings to decide the coin toss, yet he's not a captain. Cool, dude. Where's your captain chain, bro? All right, come on. Let's get this game on. I don't need to see the ending of this Commanders-Jags game. Literally no one cares. Literally no one cares. Come on. The Bengals-Steelers game insane. Oh, yeah, I forgot that's in overtime right now. What is going on? Okay. Is Pittsburgh kicking a field goal for the win? Or is Cincy kicking a field goal for the win? Is that what's about to go down? Again, hopefully. No way. The Bengals missed the game-winning field goal. I mean, I'm glad, because they don't deserve to win, and now they definitely don't deserve to win. But what is going on? Oh my gosh! Packers win the coin toss and defer. We're gonna see this defense first, guys. It is official. The Packers will start on defense. Now I'm just waiting for this game to come up on my TV, and we will get it rolling. I'm hoping they don't put on this Bengals-Steelers game. I'm really hoping. Let me know when you guys get it on your TV/stream. Just trying to make sure everything's ready to rock. Gonna end in a tie. Was it a bad snap on that field goal? I think it was. Oh, it was an awful snap on that field goal. My gosh. Oh, no. He Steven Wordled it. He Steven Wordled it. Why am I getting... That's weird. Okay. Come on, let's get this game up. Let's get off this commercial now. On TV now. Okay, hopefully mine comes on here in a second. Thanks you all for coming by for this week 1 stream. I am excited to get this season underway. I'm excited to see this defense first. Okay, come on. Where is this? Where is this? Come on. Where are we at? I think we're on. Hold on. Oh, we're on. Let's get it.
Welcome to Minneapolis, where Week 1 continues. The NFL on Fox, America's Game of the Week, and it is
look
a
at
good
them.
one.
Look at them
Rivals
doing
in the
their
NFC
stupid
North.
skull
It's the
thing they
Packers and the
copied.
Vikings amidst the skull chants. Let's get it going.
So it's so lame, man. I hate the Vikings. We need a Packers win today, guys.
The offensive coordinator last year under Sean McVay.
I hate the Vikings.
And we'll
so
see
much.
what he brings to the
But
table.
mainly the
One of these
fans,
young
man.
McVay assistants who goes around, gets a head coaching job, and he takes over the
All right.
Vikings team with
Packers
a lot
are
of
kicking
weapons.
off first.
Green Bay won.
Let's hope
the
Mason
toss.
Crosby's
They
ready
have
to go.
deferred. Great to have you aboard on a Sunday
And Week
afternoon.
1 is
And here we
underway.
go.
The Vikings are going to return it 3 yards
We're gonna
deep out of
take
the
it
end
out.
zone.
It's a man
Breaks
miss.
one
Across
tackle
the
and gets
20
tackled
where he's
down at around the
stuck
21,
there.
22-yard
The
line.
Vikings
So,
will take
hey,
over. Well,
could have
it's,
started at
it's
25
great to
if you
see
need
Here
it.
we
So
are in
Packers kind of gained a little bit
Minneapolis,
of
and, got
yards
my
there.
Pro Bowl tight end Greg Olsen. I'm Kevin Burkhardt. So what we know is, yes,
You
no
missed Joe and
Devontae
Troy
Adams,
already.
running back,
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers
personally,
here,
I don't.
new coaching staff,
I liked
Minnesota. There's a lot we
Joe
don't know
somewhat.
today.
Troy, I hated hearing him call a Packers game. It was just always biased and terrible, but
from a veteran head coach,
whatever.
Bringing in a fresh approach.
All right, come on.
Obviously,
Let's
the
see
Matt
who's.
LaFleur, Aaron Rodgers.
All right, looks like Vikings will come out in single back. Dalvin Cook as the starting running back, of course.
Himself trying to kind of emulate that
Osborne
same
in
approach,
motion.
Kevin O'Connell, also a former assistant from the Rams.
Thielen in motion. Snaps down. It's play action to the left.
It's
going to be a boot to the tight end for a first down.
To pick up a first down. And so Kirk
No,
Cousins
I'm not
is
playing
here
Madden.
with a brand new coach and another offensive coordinator.
The NFL
Comes
will
off
literally take down my
statistically
stream
a
in
very
30
good season.
seconds.
He does, and for some reason, the narrative around the NFL, I don't
All
think
right.
he necessarily gets the credit that he
Vikings
deserves.
got a nice play on that
Every
first down.
major
You expect
statistic
them to
that
run with
matters
Cook
this
early,
week,
so
he's
the
very
play
good
action
at.
was
He's good against
easy
pressure.
find
He
there
doesn't
for the
turn
tight end
ball
boot.
over a lot. Everyone knows right now he's going
Out
to be
in single
judged
back
based
again.
on
Cook is
winning
still a
playoff
running back.
games. That's what got Mike Zimmer let go, and we're hoping Kevin O'Connell regime changes that.
It's going to be a handoff left to Dalvin Cook, and he is stuffed in the backfield by Devondre Campbell and Rashawn Gary. Gain of 0. No one is better than Gus Johnson, Commander Cody. I 100% agree.
Jefferson and Thielen, but a brand new
And guys, just be wary on spoiling. Obviously, I'm streaming on YouTube. I could be a few seconds behind you. Just don't spoil, please. You'll get put in timeout because I'm watching here. I don't need to look at the chat and see what happens before I see.
I don't recognize most of what we've done. This offense has really.
All right, 2nd and 9 for Kirk Cousins in shotgun.
With Kevin O'Connell.
Snap is down. Handoff, Dalvin Cook. Up the middle. Tackled by Jerron Reed and Quay Walker for about a gain of about 4. It's going to be 3rd down and 6. Dean Lowry, Kenny Clark, Jerron Reed are your starting defensive linemen.
Yeah, Zadarius Smith, who now we're going to see wearing, he's down in the purple now. We're going to see him here shortly. And, of course, Jair Alexander.
Preston, Devondre Quay, and Gary are your linebackers. Stokes, Jair, Savage, and Amos are your DBs.
Devondre Campbell.
All right, come on.
That led to that top 10 success under Joe Barry.
3rd down, 3rd and 5. Looks like Jair's on Thielen and Stokes is on JJ. Snap is down. Throw to Jefferson. Caught. First down. Ran a quick post, and Stokes was not there. Stokes was not there. Usually that would be Jair's side, so that's a little questionable. I mean, Jefferson just cooked Stokes on that quick inside.
He's phenomenal. Best in the league on 3rd down.
So that's another first down from Minnesota. I would expect Jair to be on him there, but I guess not.
As the best young wide receiver, maybe just the best wide receiver in the entire league.
See that graphic, the most yards.
All right, come on.
The first 2 years.
It's going to be play action on first down. Cousins with all day. Throw across the middle, caught by the tight end. Nice tackle by Kingsley Enagbare for a gain of about 5. So nice to see Enagbare already out on defense. That's interesting.
For the Packers, you've got Matt LaFleur in his 4th year. Kind of hard to believe it's flown by. And think about his start. I mean, 39-10. He's won 13 games each year. It's never been done.
All right, can we again?
It's so
don't spoil. It's not hard. It's really not hard.
Is this relationship? Is this marriage between Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur? Are they going to be able to make it work? Well,
here we go. 2nd and 4 for Minnesota. at their own 36-yard, or at the Green Bay's 36-yard line. Kirk looking right, throwing right, caught by Justin Jefferson. It looks like they had Quay Walker covering near him. Jefferson with a quick catch in the flat for a decent gain there. They had Quay Walker lined up over Justin Jefferson, which is questionable. The Packers were in zone, but you got to have a guy on him.
This is his flat. He's got a collision, and he's got to get to the flat. He does the collision. Kirk Cousins does a nice job with his eyes.
Going to be first down for Minnesota here at Green Bay's 14-yard line. Kirk Cousins in shotgun. Irv Smith in motion. Snap is down. It's going to be a pass. Kirk Cousins looking, throwing right. He gets hit hard, and he gets it out to Irv Smith, but it is incomplete.
Has good pressure for the first time. Irv Smith.
That was good pressure there, finally, because the past two plays, there was none.
Kenny Clark, you see, 97.
It was
he just
Kenny Clark
with
the pressure on Bradbury. That's going to be a big matchup today. Kenny Clark usually beats Bradbury with ease.
That's the whole backbone of this coverage. They want to play deep shell umbrella coverage on the back end, and they don't want to have to bring exotic pressures.
All right, 2nd and 10 for Minnesota.
From their down 5, and they got some guys across the board, as we just saw there, that can get after the quarterback.
8th play of this opening drive for the Vikings.
All right, come on. 2nd and 10 for Minnesota on Green Bay's 14-yard line. Jefferson in motion. Cousins rolling right, throwing right to the tight end. About a gain of 1.5. Nice pursuit and tackle by Quay Walker.
Quay Walker was there on that tackle.
You told me not get hyped about this team on paper, bro. It's not even been one drive.
First-round pick. Green Bay had 2,
it's fine. Oh, my God.
They took both on defense, and I think that speaks volumes to how much they value this. They've always been
3rd and 8 for Minnesota here.
System. Matt LaFleur, Aaron Rodgers, historically good numbers offensively. The better this defense gets and the influx of young, talented players like Quay Walker we saw there,
3rd and 8. It's a big third down here. It'd be nice to hold him to a field goal here.
Success this year.
All right. Kirk Cousins in shotgun. 3rd and 8. Snaps down. Kirk looking. Throwing right. Caught right by Adam Thielen. And I don't think he got that first down. He's going to be 1 yard short. So it's going to be 4th and a half a yard.
Yeah, I don't even think he's going to question it. I think
at the Green Bay's 4.5-yard line, you would expect the Vikings to go for it here.
The Rams system, they use so much pre-snap motion and shifts. Just a simple drag route, but oftentimes just that subtle movement pre-snap changes the matchups on the defensive side. I don't blame Kevin O'Connell. First possession of the year, trying to make your mark as a new head coach.
It's going to be 4th and 1 for the Vikings here. I would assume a handoff to Dalvin Cook. Kirk Cousins under center. Justin Jefferson in motion. Snaps down. It's going to be play action to the right. Justin Jefferson wide open. That's a touchdown. That's 2 or 3 plays this drive that Justin Jefferson was not covered, pretty much. I think 2 plays. So you gotta put a guy on him. Again, guys, don't spoil. You will get removed. It's not hard. It's a simple thing.
You mentioned the pre-snap motion, KB. We've seen it this entire drive. This time they bring Justin Jefferson across on the token jet. Little hard action. That flat defender.
So touchdown, opening touchdown for the Minnesota Vikings. Not a good drive for the Packers defense in the first one there. They definitely got to cover Justin Jefferson. That would be the non-bold move.
Here's Greg Joseph.
Extra point is good.
And through. What a march down the field by Minnesota.
All right, let's see what the Packers respond with. I'm going to be going to a commercial here. All right, here we go. Yeah, I'm not even going to – I ain't giving anyone chances. If you spoil, you're getting removed. Like it's a simple request. I ain't giving any chances. Yeah, subreddit is already in shambles. I bet it is. Reddit's a cesspool, so I bet it is. Yeah, I think the Stokes on Jefferson is a bold move, especially because it was on the side that we usually see Jair, that strong side. So weird that they flip-flopped and Jair was on Thielen on that quick slant. very, very interesting there. I wouldn't do that personally. I'd mirror Jair on Jefferson. You know, one of the best corners on one of the best receivers seems like an obvious thing, but maybe not. Maybe not. It's one drive, guys, in the first week of the NFL season. I promise you it will be okay. Like, Justin Jefferson's a good receiver. You know, obviously it's going to be very easy for him to score and gain yards if they don't cover him, so they got to figure that out. All right. Yeah, right. Season's over. It's wild. It's wild. All right. You know Green Bay is going to go 3-and-out to start. You can make your estimations, but I don't see the point of saying it. Okay. Is there any? Yeah. So we got the game day bingo. Is there anything? Yes. Anything yet? Vikings fan in chat. That's like inevitable. I feel like that's inevitable. Nope, nothing yet. Oh, cool. All right. Commercial's over.
Minneapolis, what a start for the Vikings. Opening possession right down the field, 10 plays. Justin Jefferson with a 5-yard touchdown catch, and it's 7-0 over Green Bay. Jefferson has had 2 best years in the league. No one's had more yards receiving than him. That's a great start.
Who is kick return? I think it's Amari Rodgers, so here we go.
47 yards and a score.
Kick is underway. It is out of the back of the end zone. That's honestly probably for the better.
Line. Well, if you're a young head coach, Tom Rinaldi, it's all going to go that easily, right? Pretty good.
For the better. All right, first offensive drive for the Green Bay Packers for the 2022 season. I already see Sammy Watkins out there. I'm trying to see who else is out there. I might have seen Watson. All right. 1st and 10. 1st and 10.
Now we'll see what Minnesota's able to do defensively, which was more of the challenge a year ago.
Green Bay at their own 25. Rodgers in shotgun. Tunyon in motion. Watson is the top receiver. Snaps down. Rodgers looking. He's throwing deep to Christian Watson. Christian Watson has his guy burnt, and he drops it. That's a touchdown if he catches it, man. He just burnt the entire... He just schooled this cornerback and dropped the ball. Like, come on, man. I get it. I get it. First game in your NFL career. He gave him an out and up or a nice outside release on Patrick Peterson. Patrick Peterson absolutely cooked. And Christian Watson drops a wide open pass. That would have been an 80 or 75-yard touchdown, walk-off touchdown. Like, come on, man.
It's a tough start.
Like,
well,
they think the world of this kid. Randall Cobb told me in pregame
he's
Mike Evans.
And now Romeo Doubs is on the field.
Had a chance there to start off big. They got to come back to
All right, Rodgers in shotgun. Snaps down. Quick toss right. Aaron Jones. Nice blocking. Aaron Jones for a gain of about 9.5. It's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Green Bay, no Devontae Adams, a drop long pass. They've got other issues.
All right, well, again, I am not. You can tell right there, they are very young and inexperienced, and today they are limited. Wide receiver holding back today, guys. He is out. Remember, he was expected to be the not holding back. You guys get spoil. You get timed out.
And this offensive line, they have taken a massive hit as well.
Sick of it.
Rodgers without his 2 starting tackles, guys.
All right, here we go.
Elton Jenkins, like he told us, we're very inexperienced, but there's absolutely no grace period in the NFL.
1st and 10 for Green Bay. I guess they called that a first down. I thought it was going to be 3rd and short. Packers at their own 35-yard line. Aaron Jones in the backfield. Aaron Jones in orbit motion, passes down. Aaron Rodgers looking right, and it is batted away. It was going to be a tight end screen to Robert Tunyon, and Daniil Hunter with the bat away.
The last couple of years, but he is healthy and ready to go.
Let's see who the tackles are. I just got a question
Rodgers,
about it.
He's having Aaron Jones go out here and motion to the left.
Royce Newman is right tackle. Josh Nijman is left tackle.
Hunter, you mentioned he hasn't been healthy.
Jake Hansen is right guard.
He said if this kid has elite pass rushing skills, elite edge pressure.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 for Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers under center. Aaron Jones is your back. Randall Cobb in motion. Snaps down. Handoff right, Aaron Jones. That's going to be a gain of about 4.
Much shorter gain. He's only going to pick up 3. And so for Rodgers,
it's going to be 3rd and about 6 or 7.
The 2 best years of his career, back-to-back MVPs. But there's a lot of change here. I mean, you look at what he's done. It's pretty incredible. They've been the #1 seed the last 2 years, but of course, dramatic losses.
All right, here we go.
Playoffs.
3rd and 7 for Green Bay. It's going to be shotgun with Aaron Jones to Rodgers' right. Looks like Watson's back out on the field. Cobb and Dobbs. 3rd and 7. Snap is down. Rodgers. A lot of time. Throwing across the left. And incomplete. And it looked like Romeo Dobbs may have ran the wrong route. So, that is going to be a punt coming up after what would have been a first play touchdown for this week 1 of the 2022 season. But Christian Watson drops a wide open pass, and obviously we don't know there, but it looks like Dobbs ran the wrong route. So not a good start for these 2 rookie wide receivers.
That's just a go route that's got to be caught. But there's a lot of nuance that Aaron Rodgers expects out of his players. And he said it. He said the standard of these guys this year.
All right, Pat O'Donnell with the punt. Almost got blocked. Oh, my. Rager with the return. Fair catches it at the 14-yard line.
Well, Tom Rinaldi talking about, this coaching thing's easy for Kevin
And that's going to be a commercial. So, yeah, that not ideal. I mean, it's the first drive of the first season, of the first week. So it makes sense. But it's just funny how there's already people on Twitter going, oh, he needs a veteran wide receiver. They should sign someone. It's been 1 drive, dude. The overreaction by people is just absolutely laughable. Like, sure, if this happens multiple times all game and they can't do anything, honestly, even then, but like multiple weeks, sure, then you can start talking about that. But 1 drive? Oh, my. Man. Yeah, that would have been huge if Christian Watson caught that, man. That would have been so big. But didn't happen. Dude, how is this Steelers-Bengals game still in overtime? This is insane. Absolutely insane. All right. Well, commercial real quick, and then we'll see what the Vikings respond with. Already up 7-0. Yeah, so wide receivers in the NFL, sometimes drop balls, guys. It's fine. I get it. It's a huge one, and it's his first ever pass in the NFL, and it would have been a 75-yard touchdown, so obviously it looks and is a lot worse, but it's like, bro, so it's okay. It's fine. Is there a dropped ball on this bingo card? we would have crossed off the 40-yard touchdown. Oh, man. Nope, we're good. All right. Going to be amazing when Allen Lazard comes back. I mean, he's a big target for Rodgers, so, I mean, yeah. All right, I think we're back on. Starting right tackle is Newman. Starting left tackle is Nyman. Come on, defense, let's go.
So good. This rivalry, the 123rd meeting between these
Come
two
on,
teams,
defense. Let's put together a better performance this defensive drive.
And Bud Grant and Fran Tarkenton, you name
Yeah, that's
it.
what I mean. Like, a lot of people, yeah, sure, it's a bad drop, but did you see how easily he just ran by Patrick Peterson? And Patrick Peterson is washed now, but, like, those chances are going to keep happening, so
Green Bay missed an opportunity. The rookie
don't
wide receiver
overreact. Like, the
Christian Watson
overreaction
caught
of
the
Packers
deep
fans
ball.
sometimes just
And so
irks
no
me.
offensive
Grinds my
series
gears.
number 2 for Minnesota.
All right, 1st and 10 for Minnesota. in pistol formation. It's going to be a handoff to the right to Dalvin Cook. Nice containment by Preston Smith. That is a gain of nothing.
Cook might look a little strange to you. He's wearing number 4 this year. He switched off of his number 33. That 4 means a lot to him. He wore it growing up, and it was important to his family. His
Vikings are going to run hurry up here. Kirk Cousins under center. Adam Thielen in motion. Snap is down. It's a play action. Kirk all day in the pocket. Caught by Osborne and a really big hit by Quay Walker. Gain of about 3. Quay Walker flying around the field already. Can't give him too much fault for having to cover Jefferson and Thielen last drive, but he has been flying around.
It takes a lot of pressure off of our secondary. They can play deep. They can play from depth. We saw it on that last play. They put such a deep umbrella on.
All right, it's going to be 3rd down for Minnesota. It would be huge to get a 3 and out here. Would be a huge to get 3 and out.
His check down, rally, and tackle. They say he's fast to the ball. He's big. He's physical. Just going to
looks like they got a weird defensive alignment right now. You got Kenny Clark on the edge. You got Preston on the edge. You got Rashawn Gary inside, and I think Jerron Reed inside. Snaps down. Kirk looking. Quick pressure. Rashawn Gary with his first sack of the season. Kenny Clark and Rashawn Gary with the split sack. That is a 3 and out.
We mentioned on 3rd down.
Yeah, right. Where's all the people going, the defense told you not to be hyped? It's almost like it was one drive. Like, there's a lot of football to be played.
Option route. He's got nowhere to go. You mentioned Rashawn Gary. He was one of those breakout players last year.
All right, it's going to be a punt coming up from Minnesota. That is a big 3 and out. You could get good field position. The punter punting out of his own end zone. Snaps down. Punt is up. And Amari Rodgers is going to have the ability to return. Rodgers running up the middle. And he is down at the 46-yard line of Green Bay. Commercial coming up. Rashawn Gary already with a sack on the season. I mean, we all expected that. Not patronizing anyone. It's just a laughable overreaction of some Packers fans. All right. Yeah, Quay Walker's looked really good so far. He's been everywhere. All right. So Green Bay is going to have great field possession for this second drive. You got to with that drop from Christian Watson, you got to go back to him again, or else his confidence, you got to rebuild that. Just hit him on a sweep, hit him on a drag, a slant, a curl, something easy. Get the ball in his hands. Drops happen, It is what it is. Reddit's always melting down, bro. They could have a negative 1 yard run and they'd melt down. That's what I mean. It's honestly terrible. I don't know how like, and I'm not trying to govern how to fan, but like I don't know how people are miserable like 24/7 watching a sport that is for entertainment. It's just wild to me. It's just wild to me. Oh, yeah, this flip phone, this Galaxy Z Flip 4. Oh man, I don't know how that's. I have Android, I have Motorola, but like I used to have a Galaxy, but I don't think I'd buy the flip thing. I just feel like that's asking for like technical failures. Yeah, that was I was drops terrible, right? But I'm very impressed with how easily he got open. Like it was not even close. Like Patrick Peterson got cooked. Expect them to come back to that. And that just shows Watson's ability to take the top off the defense, obviously. Because now, after seeing that, even though it's a drop, like clear as day, your defense got blown up there. They're gonna be worried about that now. All right, 1st and 10 for Green Bay.
for Aaron Rodgers.
It looks like Watson's back out on the field.
I think the leaders in Green Bay got this one right. Their success has been historical.
Zadarius Smith is on Josh Nijman's side.
As far as just record goes, speaks for itself.
Rodgers under center, toss right. A.J. Dillon up the middle. Gain of about 5.
To midfield with a 4-yard game. So this Packers offense, you heard Aaron Andrews talk about it earlier. They're banged up on the line. Bakhtiari's had a hard time. He's had 3 surgeries on his knees. Jenkins out. The good news is, Greg, with all the injuries they had last year, a lot of these guys got extensive time.
All right. Looks like A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones are in the huddle for this play. I'd love to see it. Sammy Watkins, Romeo Doubs, Aaron Jones splitting out to the slot. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Shotgun, A.J. Dillon to his left, Aaron Jones in the slot in motion. Aaron Jones in motion to the backfield on an orbit motion, back to the left. Snaps down, handoff A.J. Dillon. Running right. Gain about 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones on the field at the same time. They barely did it last year, but you got the feeling that's something they might go to this year.
3rd and 4 for Green Bay here. You would assume it might be 4th down territory here for Matt LaFleur. This is kind of his territory. If, they gain 2 or 3 yards here, they're probably going to end up going for it. But let's just get the first on 3rd. Don't got to worry about 4th down.
How they can use Aaron Jones in the slot, a little more of a receiver type role.
All right, looks like trips left with A.J. Dillon in line. Aaron Rodgers, empty set and shotgun. Timeout. Looks like Aaron's taking a timeout.
Yeah, he didn't like the look.
All right.
I think he turned around to call timeout.
Yeah.
He did.
Yep. All right. Timeout for Green Bay.
We'll be right back after this message from State Farm.
Another commercial? Is it a State Farm commercial? Yeah, it is. Okay, so it's like a mini commercial. That's fine.
Price plan, so
I'm not watching that. All right. All right, game is back on. Just a quick commercial. I'd like to see it.
3rd down and 4 against this Vikings pass rush, which should be pretty good.
All right.
See, last season, this team just does not turn it over. They don't drop passes. We saw already one today, and they don't get penalized. That's what's made them
3rd and 4 for Green Bay. Third and 4 at the Vikings' 48-yard line.
That 4-by-1. They have Dillon now in a more traditional running back set.
Dillon in motion. It's going to be empty set for Aaron Rodgers. Snaps down. Aaron looking, throwing, quick catch. Randall Cobb. Trusty Randall Cobb for a 1st down right across the middle. Aaron Rodgers is going to be going his way when he needs a 1st down here today.
Rodgers really liked that look. All they did was dress it up following the timeout.
Nice little sidearm throw right over the offensive lineman for Aaron Rodgers.
Cobb's going to come out, he's going to block, and he's just going to run a little clear. They're going to let A.J. Dillon just kind of clear it out, little stalk.
Nice throw, nice quick
really
completion
nice
for a 1st down. All right, 1st and 10 for Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers under center. A.J. Dillon is his back. Christian Watson in motion. Snap down, toss right to A.J. Dillon. Runs right for about 2 yards.
Patrick Peterson came up.
Looks like Tyler Davis is on offense, so that's interesting.
Thank you so much, Kevin. Steelers, Bengals.
And the Steelers beat the Bengals in overtime with no time remaining. Oh my gosh, that game is insane.
But bad news. Early reports T.J. Watt suffered a torn pectoral muscle. Of course, more on that.
Wild, Mitch Trubisky. Wild. All right, 2nd and 8 for Green Bay. Rodgers and shotgun, Dillon to his left.
Good win for Pittsburgh, though.
Snaps down, Rodgers looking, throwing left to A.J. Dillon, and it's incomplete. Not a good look. Not a good look. He would have been tackled for a loss if he caught that anyways. Eric Kendricks with the good coverage.
Well, if you didn't win Terry's money today, that's okay. You have a chance to win it every NFL Sunday playing Fox Super 6. Simply download the free-to-play Super 6 app now. Pick 6 outcomes from next week's NFL Sunday Challenge for a chance to win $100,000. Brings up a 3rd down and 8.
All right, 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 for Green Bay. Got to get the pass rolling here. Rodgers in shotgun, Jones to his right.
Play clock at 1.
Snaps down. Rodgers looking.
Pressure up the middle. Rodgers
Scrambling up the middle, and he is sacked, of course, by Zadarius Smith, because all things are normal. And Zadarius Smith doing his normal celebration. I'm surprised he didn't pull out the captain chain. Oh, my gosh. Of course that had to happen.
Slot, he gets a little traffic.
And that might take them out of field goal position.
Aaron Rodgers is
I think it does.
To find him, but you're going to see
we gotta get some pass going here. I mean, there's nothing open. Looks like Tunyon got open at the end there, but it was too late. Jake Hansen literally got absolutely walked back into Aaron Rodgers. Another reason why I just don't like him on the field, but okay. I think Zach Tom is a much better option there, but they are going to punt. So hopefully the Packers can pin the Vikings deep here. Punt is up away to the left and goes out of bounds at maybe the 10 or the 9. It's going to be actually the 15-yard line. Okay. To a timeout or to a commercial. So not too ideal there. You know, if they gained any bit of yards there, they could have maybe kicked a field goal, and obviously a sack was the worst thing. Not to mention from Zadarius Smith. But, hey, he just did his normal celebration. It didn't seem like he, you know, taunted too much or did mock the belt or anything. So, you know, whatever. It's all right. That was Zadarius Smith's Super Bowl. It's funny. All right. All right. So, still 7-0, 7-0 game. But Minnesota's going to be starting within their own 20. So, hopefully this defense can have a repeat of last drive and not the first. Hopefully get another 3 and out. I didn't see Zadarius mock the belt. I don't think he did, which would be, you know, foolish. I think he understands that at least. But Aaron Rodgers starting 1 for 5, 6 yards. You know, totally different if Watson catches that ball. He's, you know, 2 for 5 for 81 yards and a touchdown. But yeah, I don't know how long Jake Hansen's going to stay in the offensive line. Yeah, I like Zach Tom. I like Zach Tom way, way better. All right, commercial break is done.
Coach, old friend Tom Clements, who comes back to Green Bay this year. Well, think about this, how this game could have started for the Packers. I mean, their first offensive play was, what should have been a 75-yard touchdown. Christian Watson, his first attempt, the rookie, dropped it. Of course, Rodgers is not in love with that result. And then, this was interesting, Greg, the 2 rookie receivers here, Dobbs and Watson. Dobbs, there was a miscommunication in that series about a route with him. So it's going to be fascinating to see, I think, if Rodgers remains confident in them as the game goes on.
All right, third drive from Minnesota here, starting at their own 15.
He doesn't have a lot of time to wait for these guys to develop, but he's going to have to develop some level of patience.
It's going to be a handoff left to Dalvin Cook. Alexander Madison. Correction for a gain of about 5
yards on the ground.
You know, just to finish up on talking about Aaron and dealing with that, he's not accustomed to it. We asked him, we said, would you prefer, you know, a bunch of Randall Cobbs, very veteran-type players with a lot of experience, or do you like having the ability to kind of mold these rookies to your liking? He said, if I could take 10 Randall Cobbs, I would, but there is something nice about working with these rookies.
2nd and 4 for Minnesota. Kirk Cousins in empty set.
Absorb everything. He said, listen, we don't have a ton of time to wait for them.
Madison in motion, fake touch pass. Dean Lowry with great pressure, but it's going to be a fullback screen to C.J. Ham for a first down. Nice pursuit by Devontae Wyatt, though. Devontae Wyatt got out there quickly, and the play only went for about 6 yards.
Yeah, and I think C.J. Ham's a guy, in the midst of all of these weapons that they have, you see Lowry here putting pressure pretty quick. There's just a bust up front. But C.J. Ham, he's not the star.
All right, first and 10 for Minnesota.
Adam Thielen, Dalvin Cook, there's so many weapons, but he was one of the few guys, one of the many guys that Kevin O'Connell brought up. He said this was something I didn't necessarily have in Los Angeles. You know, it's a little more we're used to seeing with Kyle Shanahan and the use of the
Kirk
fullback
Cousins under center, I formation.
And in there in the eye.
Snaps down. It's going to be a handoff to Madison for about a gain of 2.5 yards.
Maybe the final seconds of that first quarter wind down.
Yeah, the run defense hasn't looked. It's looked pretty good
really
here.
Good secondary back just doesn't play that
and that's
going
to likely be the end of the first quarter. The Vikings are going to rush up to the line, but doubt they'll take a snap.
Sometimes they just try to get him to jump off sides, and they don't have to take a delay, just trying to get a free 5. It looks like that's what they're going to do here.
End of the first quarter.
And so that will be.
All right. So, I mean, the drop pass, you know, Packers would be tied right now if it wasn't dropped. The first defensive drive didn't look too good. Second one looked great. We'll see what happens on this one, but the passing offense has got to get rolling, and obviously, like I said, it would look a lot different if that deep pass was caught. But other than that, you know, one completion for 5 attempts, 6 yards, not ideal. Got to get something going with these outside receivers, because you know, Sammy Watkins, Dobbs, and Christian Watson. All right. Still early in this game, very, very early. A lot of football to be played. And it's only a one-score game, so. All right. Ooh. Commercials, it's just like sometimes you just don't know what to talk about. You died after that drop. Is that right? But that's only one quarter of football underway, you know. It's the first game of the season. Drops happen. Yeah, Dobbs ran the wrong route. That on the first drive, pretty sure that was the case. Looked like Rodgers wanted a outside breaking route, and Dobbs went inside. All right, here we go.
We had this great shot, and there we go. See, like, he's the second youngest coach in the league, 37 years old. Only his former boss, Sean McVay,
all right,
is
second and
younger,
7 for Minnesota starting the second
it's
quarter.
Been a pretty nice start for him, and you know, spending time with him like we did the other day, it's pretty obvious to see the vibe that he's brought to the building. I mean, he is so energetic and so excited, but he's also very smart. Get to that in a second. Start the second quarter, 7-0 Minnesota. 2nd and 7, they're ball on their own 30. They're going to give
Naps down. It's a handoff to Madison for about a gain of 5. It's going to be 3rd and 2.
This was on the field with O'Connell.
Big third down coming up.
His family before the game, you know, shaking hands, and you know, you think about all the stuff that he was feeling today. But I thought
3rd down from Minnesota here.
He comes from that Rams tree. Sean McVay now has so many of his coaches that are out successful in the league. He said, the thing that I'm trying to do
big
is
3rd down here. Be huge to get a stop here.
Know some of the stuff
be huge to force another punt here.
Fascinating.
Which goes hand in hand with what we said earlier when Kirk Cousins said, I thought I was going to get a lot of
Kirk Cousins in shotgun.
Time with him in Washington.
So many fake snap counts by the Vikings so far. Kirk Cousins going to pass. He gets pressured, and a nice pressure to force an incomplete pass. Jair Alexander on Adam Thielen. That is an incomplete pass. It's going to be 4th down coming up.
Kenny Clark, you're going to see
Kenny Clark again causing issues for Kirk Cousins.
Look, inside swim.
Absolutely
Ingram's
destroyed
no
Ingram there, the right guard for the Minnesota Vikings.
The defense is built on this
the nice swim move.
Just talked about
Kenny Clark with a great start so far,
Rams with Aaron Donald. Kenny
forcing
Clark is
another Minnesota
Donald.
Vikings
punt. Quite to his level, but they believe he's as good a nose tackle as there is in the NFL.
All right, Vikings with the punt.
There.
Fair catch by Amari Rodgers at the 20-yard line.
Still
Not a bad
Aaron
field
Rodgers
position
trying to get
start.
Green Bay's offense.
And a commercial coming up, of course, as always. More commercials than actual playtime. All right. I ordered a mini fridge, and it was supposed to be here today, but I think it got delayed until either later today or tomorrow. So I just got a cooler right now because I realized every time I stream, it takes a toll. The talking for 3 or 4 hours, you need to stay hydrated. That's for sure. All right. Check Twitter real quick. Let's look at scores around the league. Update that real quick. Chiefs are up 14-7. Who scored? So Kelsey has a touchdown, and Edwards-Helaire has a touchdown, and Connor has a touchdown. Raiders are tied with the Chargers, 3-3. Titans are up on the Giants, 7-0, with a touchdown to Dontrell Hilliard. And then around the league, obviously the Saints won in what was a one beer for every drop. I could do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. I'll if there's another drop, I'm definitely cracking a beer. I'll say that. Bears beat the Niners after not scoring the entire first half. The Steelers in a wild game beating the Cincinnati Bengals, where Joe Burrow turned over the ball 5 times. Eagles beat the Lions by 3 points, and Dolphins beat the Patriots by 13 points. So good really start by the Dolphins here. Bad start by the Patriots. Yeah, mini fridge, definitely a game changer. It's nothing crazy, but it's like, I'm upstairs, so every time I need a new water or something, it's like, dude, I gotta run. And especially if I'm streaming, like I don't like to be away from the stream too often, because then people are like, well, what's going on here? There's nothing going on here. Like, especially if you click in on it.
New
and I'm just
defensive
gone.
coordinator for the Vikings is Ed Donatel. Mike Zimmer called the defensive
All right,
head
game's
coach
back on.
for the last bunch of years. Ed has
His entire
he
Minnesota
has
Vikings
been
staff
around
is
his
new, so this
32nd
is
year in the
interesting.
NFL. Last 3 years he was under Vic Fangio in Denver.
All right. First 10 for Green Bay, starting at their own 20-yard line.
Told us all last night.
Let's get this pass game going. Come on.
The NFL now, right?
It is. We're seeing both teams today kind of running the same philosophy again. It stems back to, you mentioned that Vic Fangio.
There we go.
Family.
Rodgers and shotgun. A.J. Dillon is the
I'll
back.
tell you, when I was a player, I used to hate playing against. See all these guys back here? There's
Dobbs
no
or Aaron
space.
Jones in motion. Snaps down.
Rodgers on the
Play action. Throw right to Robert Tonyan. Tonyan round the right sideline all the way to the 44-yard line. Robert Tonyan with his first catch of the season. Welcome back, Robert Tonyan.
Yeah,
He could be a huge piece for this Packers offense if him and Aaron Rodgers get going. Robert Tonyan is a favorite target for Aaron Rodgers, especially with Allen Lazard being out. So if he can keep this up, expect the ball to go his way more.
From that ACL injury, he told me before the game, he's like, man, I just got to get my feet back under me.
First 10 for Green Bay Packers at their own 43-yard line.
I'm just thrilled that I made my deadline of week 1, so got to be happy.
Snaps down, handoff A.J. Dillon, moving left, gaining about 2 or 3 yards.
46 on a short game.
We highlighted that deep umbrella coverage there on that Tonyan.
It's going to be about second
I think it's
and
important
7.
for everyone to understand what a big
Aaron
drastic
Jones
change
checks in.
a lot of that is versus the Mike Zimmer style. Harrison Smith, they're all pro safety for years, kind of made his name as being around the box, and you'd see a lot of pre-snap motion of him starting in the box and then running deep to play safety. This entire coverage is about setting depth and then inserting the safeties in the secondary down into their zones. That's what makes it very hard.
Rodgers in shotgun, Randall Cobb in motion. Snaps down, Rodgers looking to pass, throwing right to Aaron Jones, caught. Aaron Jones stays up all the way down to the 30, 35, 31-yard line of Minnesota.
So a couple of big plays for the first time for this Packers.
X on the
offense.
bingo card is free space.
And I love what
I already
Green
just
Bay's
checked
doing
it
here.
off.
The first couple of series were a little bit of a struggle, dealt with some drops, some issues. Now they're just getting back to their bread and butter.
Nice little
Nobody
rhythm
throws
throw
the
so
ball
far
in
this
the
drive
flat,
to Bob
get the ball out of
Tunyon,
his hand quicker
to Aaron
than
Jones,
Aaron Rodgers
and
does.
already they are in
We
Minnesota
mentioned Aaron
territory in a
Jones is
few
gonna
plays.
have to be a guy who contributes more like last year in the playoffs. In that playoff loss, catching 10
Starting
balls. They've
first and
gotta
10
find a
now
way
at
to
the
not just
Minnesota
hand it to him.
32-yard line.
He's got to contribute in the passing game as they try to make up for this lack of production as they try to replace Davante Adams.
Snaps down, play action, Rodgers. Throwing right again to A.J. Dillon. Caught, and that's going to be another first down for a gain of 12. Running backs getting the ball early here, as we all expected these running backs to be heavily involved in this pass game.
Wondering about Davante Adams. That's what he's doing right now with the Raiders, with his old buddy Derek Carr. 59 yards. As
Davante Adams already has 59 yards receiving
10-3
for the Raiders today.
Adams 59, Packers current receiver 6. Probably be a running tally throughout the year. Let's face it.
I have a feeling.
All right, first and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. Rodgers and the Packers offense starting to get rolling.
Just showed you who's out today.
A.J. Dillon is still the running back. Single back formation. Randall Cobb in motion. Snaps down. It's a end around to Christian Watson. Josiah DeGora to block out in front. And that's going to be a 7-yard gain for Christian Watson.
Going to pick up 7 on the little end around.
And that felt good.
Nice little end around from Watson. That's what I'm saying. Get the ball back right in his hands with an easy touch. Get his confidence back in the game. You can't go away from him. I expected end arounds from Christian Watson this year, so nice to finally see that in this first game.
It's the sign of a coach who really understands what it takes to develop these young players.
2nd and 3 for Green Bay here.
How often do we see a young rookie fumble or something, and then
Aaron Jones is the back in shotgun to Aaron's right. Snaps down, quick throw right, Sammy Watkins on the screen, Romeo Doubs blocking, and that's going to be a first down. Packers at Minnesota's 9-yard line, 1st and goal.
Talk about the new receivers. Watkins obviously has been around the league.
So Sammy Watkins getting his first catch as a Packer for a quick screen and a first down.
Baltimore, where he had career lows really across the board, but brought in not only for his the fact that he is a veteran.
All right, let's get a score here, Packers. Come on.
With Matt LaFleur, 2017 with the Rams, and they had a pretty good year, so they are familiar.
Let's see.
Let's see
who could potentially be the first touchdown of the season. 1st and goal. Dobbs in motion. Snap is down. Handoff left. Aaron Jones running left for a gain of about 3 yards. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 7.
This is an area, Greg, that Green Bay really struggled in.
Play calls this drive have been good.
They'd be so good with all the weapons, especially with Adams, but they were only 19th in the NFL in red zone scoring last year, where they were number 1 the year before.
Yeah, it was very uncharacteristic, and you can't really put your finger on it. I don't know if sometimes are you so dependent on one player, right? Are they so dependent in the past on Davante Adams that when they get down here deep in the red zone, it's a little easier to put a top over him and contain him? I don't know. I think we've got to figure that out. That's been something that
here we go.
Very
Rodgers in shotgun on this 2nd and goal.
Compared to years past for this
play clock running down. He's going to take another timeout.
Play clock winding down, and Rodgers turns
I always
around,
wonder if this would ever change, but I just think it's part of Aaron Rodgers' game at this point.
For the Packers, and they'll talk
late huddles
9:24 to go
and wasting timeouts. But is what it is. If he makes plays and is an MVP quarterback, hey, a couple wasted timeouts. It is what it is. Wasted timeout should be on the bingo card, but that would be checked off like every single week. All right.
It's funny, years back,
come on.
I remember talking
this is
to
a
Ken
big
Dorsey
drive here.
in
You
Carolina. He was our
can't just settle for a field goal here. Got to score.
In Buffalo, and it was one of the years that Aaron Rodgers set all records of touchdown passes in their red zone.
Well, he does get people to jump, but it's so easy to tell when they're going to snap the ball when they do it every time at 1 second. It's like, who are you going to trick if you're snapping the ball at 1 to 2 seconds every single time?
I don't even know what they're actually running. So he did all this work, and sometimes the magic down here just comes down to the guy with the ball in his hand, and that magic last year, for whatever reason, just wasn't working out.
Also, guys, I just want to remind you my PFF series is returning this year, where I go over the PFF grades when they come out tomorrow, so just be on the lookout for that. 2nd and goal for Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers in shotgun. Aaron Jones to his left. Snaps down. It's going to be a pass. Rodgers, quick screen. Aaron Jones. And a nice pursuit and tackle by Harrison Smith. That is a gain of nothing. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Harrison Smith, really nice play there.
Harrison Smith, he's played at a high level in this league for a long time. He started that play, KB, about 8 yards, 7 yards
Very
deep
nice
in
play
the
by
end
Harrison
zone.
Smith.
You
Read and
see him,
react
he's
there.
right here, and he's
Dude's
just,
always
his
been a
eyes are
star
on the quarterback.
at safety.
Zone defense, eyes are on the quarterback. They try a little slip screen out of the backfield, and he rallies from his free safety position.
Here we go.
To make a tackle for no gain.
3rd and goal. Rodgers in shotgun. Dillon to his left. Snaps down. Rodgers throwing. Quick left. A.J. Dillon makes one-man miss. Dillon down to the 1-yard line. 4th and goal. I say you go for it here. You got to go for it here.
We've seen on this drive.
That was a nice effort by A.J. Dillon. Just short. He got elbowed by Harrison Smith.
Yeah, he's down. He was kind of riding the back of the defender.
Damn, he was close. If Harrison Smith didn't come up, I think he might have rolled into the end zone. 4th and goal for Green Bay. They are going to go for it.
Kevin O'Connell already go for it once on 4th down.
Here we go. Come on. I don't like shotgun here, but it is what it is. It's going to be a timeout by the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, you can't hate Harrison Smith, man. He's a good player.
To talk it over with a 4th and 1. We'll be right back after this message.
Big call here. Big play coming up. Let's see what the Packers draw up here. I don't like shotgun. I like threatening them in the run game here. Even if you're going to pass, I like running a bootleg out of, I formation or power, something like that where you could still threaten them running, because I don't like shotgun runs on short yardage situations. It's like, why start farther back? You know what I mean? But they could also run a read option here with Aaron Rodgers. I could totally see that. I could totally see that happening. All right, here we go.
This drive, Packers looking to tie it up. They've got a 4th and goal from the 1.
4th and goal. Packers still going to be going for it here. Looks like Watson, Dobbs, Cobb are the receivers out here.
Sheet. So in this case, Matt LaFleur.
A.J. Dillon,
situations,
Mercedes Lewis,
short, 4th and short,
and then obviously the O-line. Mercedes Lewis out wide left. That's telling me it's likely a pass play here. Rodgers in shotgun. Lewis in motion. Snap down. Handoff A.J. Dillon, and he's going to be short. Come on. Why are we running shotgun runs? I hate shotgun runs with a passion, man. With a passion. I cannot stand shotgun runs. And do they run right at Jake Hansen? Probably the worst run-blocking guard on this roster? Come on, man. Sometimes things just don't make sense. Things just don't make sense. Zadarius Smith coming with a wraparound tackle, and Jake Hansen just getting absolutely blown up at the point of attack again. It's come on, man. Like, if you're going to run on the goal line, go to Runyon. Go to Nyman. Something. Don't go to Royce Newman and Jake Hansen's side. They're not good run blockers. If anything, they're okay pass blockers, but come on. I think it might have been a read option call there, because if Aaron Rodgers kept that ball, I think he walks into the end zone, because Zadarius Smith came way under, and he completely committed to the run. If Aaron Rodgers kept that ball and just ran left on that read option, it's probably a touchdown. But obviously that didn't happen, and they got stood up. I cannot stand run plays out of the shotgun on short yarded situations. It just doesn't make sense. It's like, oh, we're only 1 yard away. Let's start farther back. It just makes no sense. Like, obviously, if the call there was a RPO or a read option, which it looks like it was because the receivers were running routes and looking for the ball, that's partly on Aaron Rodgers. That's partly on Aaron Rodgers there, because looking at it, right at the handoff, you see Zadarius Smith attacking across right to A.J. Dillon. If Aaron Rodgers, like I said, holds that ball, that's a walk-in touchdown. So, if that is an RPO or a read option call, that's on Aaron there. I mean, you can hate Jake Hansen, which you definitely can, and I definitely do here. But it's like, man. But the Packers defense has held the Vikings' last 2 drives. It's still just a 7-1 score game. It sucks there to get all the way down and not get any points. But hey, the Vikings start up at their own 1-yard line. So
oftentimes the greatest. Pay attention here. Zadarius Smith is his
What's up,
read.
Julius?
But look, with Mercedes Lewis out here with a corner on him, Aaron Rodgers thinks that this is zone. So now watch, Mercedes comes in. See Harrison Smith make the call. Pause it. They matched it, man. He's thinking it's zone. He has no one open to throw the ball to. That's a zone concept off the zone read.
Okay.
But he has no choice but to give it. What a great change.
Come on, let's get a safety here.
Harrison Smith making the call.
Jair Alexander corner blitz safety, just like a couple years ago.
Curveball going to man coverage there in the red zone.
Snap is down, handoff.
Dalvin
Cook for about a gain of 3.
To get it out from his own end zone.
You know, these week 1 games are so challenging. You try to play to the tendencies of what you know about these coaches, right? So in this case, they know Ed Donatel, his background with Vic Fangio. It's such a zone-based. The previous 3 snaps were all zone coverage in the red zone on that last drive.
2nd and 6 for Minnesota.
They call a zone read type play.
Big to get a stop here and flip the field position
throws
again.
Off the entire element of the play that they're looking to gain advantage on. And
Still Douglas is out here. Looks like the Packers in a little bit of a nickel look here. Thielen in motion. Kirk Cousins hands off Dalvin Cook, and that's going to be a gain about 5.5. I think it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Get that running game going.
Don't know if that's a
Minnesota.
first. We'll see.
3 straight Pro Bowls for Dalvin Cook, and that'll move the chains.
That'll move the chains? That looks short to me, but all right. I know that line isn't official, but here we go.
Go for it on a goal-to-go situation on 4th down on the 1-yard line. It's not only how he feels about his offense, it also speaks volumes to how he feels about his defense. The idea is,
all right,
okay,
1st and 10
stopped.
for Minnesota.
The hope is you hold him to a 3-and-out, you force a punt, you get the ball at midfield. In this case, Minnesota backed up
their
offense.
own 11.
The first down is always the most important.
Kirk and shotgun.
At the very least now when you punt, you don't give them a short field.
Osborne in motion. Handoff Cook.
Right side.
Running right.
And runs into Walker again,
and gets pushed for a 1st down, moving the pile. First contact was Quay Walker, but Pyle got pushed for a 1st down.
That's his longest run of the day.
We've mentioned this Sean McVay influence. So much is made of this coaching tree.
All right, come on. 1st and 10 for Green Bay, or for Minnesota.
Struggles in the run game with their fits.
Vikings are running some hurry up, no huddle stuff.
O'Connell
it's interesting.
Kind of alluded to the fact that he was going to allow Kirk Cousins to get up there in this sort of up-tempo style offense, one-word plays and just
snaps down, play action. Kirk Cousins
pressure, steps away. Cousins
throwing across the middle, a big floated ball, and Jefferson again is wide open, and that's all the way down to the 15-yard line of Green Bay. So again, Justin Jefferson just wide open. That's interesting and a great strategy here.
And the little movement in the pocket,
man, what's going on here? Rasul Douglas on him. It's in zone. Oh, Darnell Savage, man, you got completely turned around, my guy.
To beat Adrian Amos.
Oh,
something Green Bay prides
come on.
Is not giving up the best.
Why don't you just man Jair on Jefferson? I just don't get it.
But they can't cover that long.
Cousins throwing quick left, caught by Osborne. It's going to be a gain of about 7.
Quay Walker again on the tackle. He's had an active 1st half, has the rookie. You know, Jefferson, we did the game last year when they played each other here, and Jefferson went off, and he was open all the time. Similar to
2nd and 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, it seemed for some reason, that when Justin Jefferson, you saw in the replay, he kind of geared down. I don't know if he thought that he had to go scramble rules when Kirk broke from the top of his drop. But it seemed like Adrian Amos just kind of stopped and got flat-footed. I'm not sure if he thought the quarterback was scrambling as well.
2nd and 3 for the Vikings here.
By design, this defense
Green Bay's 6-yard line. It's going to be a handoff right, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped for a gain of 1 and 3rd down coming up.
So it'll be a 3rd down and about 1.5 yards. You know, we just had that graphic on. Remember when Justin Jefferson came out of LSU? I was like, oh, he's only a slot guy. He had the most deep targets in the league last year. So I think we could safely say.
Right, big 3rd down here. If you can stop the Vikings holding to a field goal here, it'd be huge.
And there's not many guys in the league, Kev, who can play in the slot, can be a possession receiver, who can do pre-snap movement and motions and still get into their routes. jump balls. You saw him there in the deep. There's just not a lot of guys who can do everything.
Here we go. 3rd and 2 for
Kevin
Minnesota.
O'Connell
Kirk
told us
Cousins
he's
in
the
shotgun.
ultimate weapon. It's on me where I put him to gain advantage.
Jefferson in
You see him
motion.
go in motion again into this two-man stack.
Snaps
3rd
down.
and 2.
Cousins
looks that way.
looking,
Find it.
throwing right.
In the end zone.
Caught and incomplete. Justin Jefferson.
Got his hands
Woo,
on it,
that was
bring it
close.
inbounds.
Oh, that was close.
4th and 2 and another decision
4th
for
and
Kevin
2.
O'Connell.
But Kevin O'Connell might challenge this.
Looks like he's going to go for it.
Let's see.
Take a look here. He's trying to drag. Left.
Yeah, it's only 1 foot down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's out of
Yeah,
bounds.
it's only 1
What do you
foot
think,
down.
Mike? He's out.
No question he's out.
Yeah,
He's
he's
got
out.
it. You can't just have that left foot hit twice.
Oh, man,
for
that was
example.
close
He's
for
gotta get the
Jefferson
right
there,
foot
man. He
down
almost got
also.
that
That's
second
incomplete.
foot down.
He just couldn't quite.
It's going to be 4th and 2 for Minnesota. It's interesting if they go for it here. You'd think they just want to go up 2 scores. It would be the smart thing to do. Looks like they're going to end up taking a timeout.
They got the matchup they wanted with the motion. You see him settle here for a few. Oh, I think we got a substitution.
You would
substitution
think-
penalty.
Well, the play clock was winding
You
down
would
because
think
Kevin
they'd
O'Connell
kick
was
the
trying
3.
to decide
Okay,
what
yeah.
to
But
do.
honestly, I'd be okay with them going
Yeah,
for it
just
because
take
the
the 5
Packers can
yards,
stop
not
them
worry
here.
about
Delay game.
Yeah.
Offense number 14. 5-yard penalty. Still
Oh,
fourth
delay
down.
games.
Bill
Now
Bennett,
they're
our
definitely going
referee,
to kick
first
the
penalty of
the
game,
field
but
goal here.
Still a short field goal, and that's
So,
the way he was
Packers will
going
have,
anyway.
just under 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think
they
in
could
that
potentially
situation,
double
now
up
to go
here,
by 10, it
score,
wasn't
get the
4th and
ball,
real
start
sure.
the
It's
second
4th and
half.
a
That would
good
be
solid, too.
huge.
I think at this stage in the game, you just gained all that momentum off the big 4th down stop.
Yeah, that
to
was a
then
little bit
hand
of a
it right
break.
back to
Jefferson,
Green Bay.
you would expect
Would
someone
be a
like
real
him to
big
get both
win,
feet down.
confidence boost on the Green Bay sideline. So I think now to take a chip shot to go up 10-0, I think it's the right move.
Greg Joseph, 28-yard
All right.
field goal.
4th and 7.
By the way, so nice to have Mike Pereira with us in the booth. Imagine the crowd if
Going
they
to be
could
a
have
field
Mike
goal
just go to the
attempt
entire
for the
crowd and
Minnesota
everyone
Vikings.
say,
Come on, miss it.
They were all oohing and
Shank it.
eyeing. They
Come
wanted a
on,
touchdown.
shank it.
For us, it's easy. We just ask Mike.
All right.
28-yard attempt.
Snap is down, hold is down, kick is up, almost
Up and
blocked,
through.
but the kick is up and underway
Justin
and
Jefferson's had
good.
some first half, not a shot. He's got 111 yards.
10-0, Minnesota.
It's part of
And a commercial break. All right. Yeah, definitely need points here. The Packers have under 4 minutes. They can take their time. All right. This offense, we need to get a touchdown here, man. Getting down to the 1 yard line and not scoring there is demoralizing. But I did like what I saw from that drive. So more of that. But they have 4 minutes. They got plenty of time. Although only one timeout, you got the 2-minute warning. Packers will get the ball to start the second half. So, be very good if they can score here and double up. All right. Let's check this out. I mean, yeah, it's a lot better there, They at least held the Vikings to a field goal and not a touchdown, which is good. All right. Come on, commercials. No one wants commercials. Here we go. Finally, it's over.
Jefferson is something else. 64-yard catch on that drive. Remember, it started at the
They
one
need
with the
to
goal
cover
line
Justin
stands.
Jefferson.
Smith
He's the
on
only
stop.
one
They go
really moving the
all
ball
way down
here.
field. He almost had his second touchdown.
You'd think
catch.
that's not
But
rocket
it's
science.
10-0
You would
Minnesota.
think.
Jefferson's got 111 yards and a touchdown in the first half. And it's all starting pretty well for Kevin O'Connell in his Vikings coaching debut.
All right. Kickoff about to be underway for Minnesota.
Packers had that good drive, but denied on a 4th and goal.
It's going to go out of the back of the end
Aaron
zone.
Andrews had a really nice interview with Aaron Rodgers on the pregame show. But EA, what's the temperature of Aaron right now?
Well, as you can imagine, first half not going the way he wanted. We've seen him visibly frustrated over here on the sidelines. I asked him what it's been like without Devontae Adams so far, and he said, it's been strange not to have my security blanket. Greg, you said Rodgers, he's going to need to be patient. Well, Aaron telling me there's no patience right now to get settled into this season.
Really important to get some points here in some way, even if it's just
like
3.
Just
get
there is no
points.
Grace period. He knows these guys are going to have
Hanson's
to learn.
still out there. We'll see how long that lasts. But Packers starting with the ball in their own 25 here.
Let's see if they could get it going here as this game goes on. Did have a nice drive last time. See if they could build on that. Aaron Jones in the backfield.
Rodgers. Play action left.
Rodgers.
That was insane play action. And he's got to throw it away.
Really good fake, but no one was there. Patrick Jones on the pressure from
Great play action fake, but just no one open, and
Green Bay's trying to set up
had to
a
throw it
hard
away.
play action and try to get those deep crossers through the middle, but that's the strength of this defense. We saw in the last drive. I think Green Bay, Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers go back to the last drive. All their success in the flats, meaning from the ball out shallow, out to the sideline, and then in the middle of the field.
All right, 2nd and 10 for Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers in shotgun. Aaron Jones to his left.
It's not set up to get a lot of those deep shots.
Snaps down. Rodgers throwing quick right. Caught by Tyler Davis. Still crazy to see him still getting some offensive snaps for about a gain of 3 or 4. It's going to be 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, and Green Bay's ability to be a little bit more efficient on 1st and 2nd down than they've been. They find themselves now a lot in these 3rd down situations.
3rd and 7 for Green Bay.
Minnesota can just pin their ears back. You see Zadarius Smith over here with Daniil
Rodgers and
Hunter on the
shotgun.
same side. I'm going to put the back over there. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they try to bring some help to this two-man side here. It's actually DJ Wanham over there with Zadarius
3rd and 7.
Smith.
Snaps down. Rodgers. Throwing left. Overthrown to Aaron Jones, and that's going to be 4th down. Oh, my gosh, man. How do you go 3 and out, man? How do you go 3 and out there?
Aaron Rodgers led offense. You got to imagine, is there a little bit of pressing? Are they trying to, make things happen?
Unreal.
That aren't there?
Unreal.
They're going to have to find a way here. Hopefully, they're going to try to get another possession before the half, but they're going to find a way at halftime to regroup and find
another punt coming up for Pat O'Donnell.
And kind of hang their hat there.
So Pat O'Donnell, the longtime Bear, coming over to Green Bay to punt it away.
Punt is underway again, almost blocked. Like they got a block for him, man.
To do it this time and
oh my! Come on, man.
Rager sliding his way across the 25.
Rager down to the 27-yard line. Looks like he should have been tackled for a loss and just broke the tackle. All right, we got a commercial. Whew. Defense has got to get a stop here. Like, you can't go down 3 scores at half, man. Cannot go down 3 scores here, man. We need some receiver to start, like, making some plays or something. Ah, man. Oh, man. Well, if they could hold them to a 3 and out here, they still have a chance to get the ball back before half, so we'll see. We'll see. Defense, they did it a couple drives so far. It's got to cover Justin Jefferson. Like, that's all they got to do. Like, he's the only one really a problem right now. Dalvin Cook, not much of a problem. Thielen, whatever. Irv Smith, non-existent. KJ Osborne, a catcher too. Madison's running better than Cook. It's all Justin Jefferson here. Like, you got to cover this guy. It's not rocket science. You would think it would be easy. Not easy to cover him, but easy to like set it up to like, okay, let's at least put our best guy on him to at least give ourselves the best chance to cover Justin Jefferson. But I guess just leaving him wide open in the middle of his zone is the way to go. Packers need to start getting these wide receivers into this game, man. Just designed, timing routes and whatnot. It's not looking good so far. That was an overthrown by Rodgers, I think. All right, game is back on.
And you're saying, how are we letting him do this? Like, why are we not taking away their best player? This shows you right now, you don't know where he's going to line up. It's very hard as a defensive coordinator to set your coverage responsibilities when the target is moving. Right? If he was just lining up as the single-side receiver, he could cloud it, he could double it. But you see here his ability to move pre-snap, line up in the slot, line up as the number one receiver, meaning
first
the
and 10
furthest
for
from the ball
Minnesota here.
To either direction. They don't know where he's going to be, so a lot of these calls have to be right before the snap. And like Kevin O'Connell said, he's the ultimate weapon because of his versatility and how smart he is.
Kirk Cousins under center. Snaps down. Handoff left to Dalvin Cook for about a gain of 9 or 10 yards.
On first down to Cook. Let's go down to Tom.
Kevin, to amplify there what Greg was saying, talking to Justin Jefferson this week, he said he didn't really understand why people thought he should be only.
It's going to be 2nd and 1 for Minnesota.
Played that position one time his final season.
Snaps down.
LSU.
Play action left. Cousins looking right, throwing right and throwing away. Looks like Rasul Douglas almost had a chance to intercept that. Just in not the best position. Plus Kirk threw it out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Big if they can get a stop here. If they can stop him in the backfield on a run or a sack or something. This would be huge.
Immediately the comparison started with Cooper Kupp.
Because there's still over 2 minutes remaining.
And he said, yes, he has great admiration for Kupp. But again, he didn't want to just be used, guys, in that slot position. And I think, Greg, what you point out proves that already in game 1, half 1, we're seeing Justin Jefferson deployed in every position to try to maximize his talent.
3rd and 1 for Minnesota.
3rd and 1 here first. 2:30
snaps down. Handoff left. Dalvin Cook. He's going to get it. He kind of got hit in the backfield a little bit, but he pushed forward for that first down. And that's a first down.
I think there were a lot of questions. I think any time a play caller comes from another team where they have such a prominent weapon,
and that's likely the 2-minute warning.
I think there's always going to be comparisons, but based off previous years' usage, the last 2 years, Justin Jefferson didn't do a lot of pre-snap movement. He didn't. He got set in different spots, but he didn't move around very often. So early on, we're starting to see a lot of similarities that Kevin O'Connell brought with him from LA.
All right, commercial break. Commercial break. 2-minute warning for the first half. Packers have 0 points still. So, it looks like they're on pace to score as many as the Bears did in their first half. But hey, the Bears still won, so anything can happen. Whole half plus 2 minutes left in this football game. So if you can hold the Vikings here, that would be very ideal. But the Packers, yeah, dude, a turnover would be huge. A turnover would be monumental here. A big change of pace, momentum, all that. Would be huge. But nonetheless, just stopping them would be big. Really big. All right. Yeah, Ja should definitely be shadowing Justin Jefferson, 100%. I don't know what's going on with that. No idea. All right. I'm seeing a little bit of Jair, potentially. Is he hurt? Did he get hurt that last play? Can't tell. I'm seeing a couple people say it on Twitter, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything from reporters, which is a good sign. Check scores around the league real quick as this commercial break continues for ages. Oh, and it ends. Never mind.
Vikings have a 10-0 lead.
The sex bots have arrived. Yeah, they're always here. I'm surprised it took them this long, to be honest.
And Justin Jefferson's had a monster.
You want to find love.
So the Vikings have a first
all right, first and 10 for Minnesota here. Snaps down. Handoff to Dalvin Cook. Breaks one tackle from Devondre Campbell for a gain of 9.
He should have another one.
Yeah, I was just going to say, prior to coming out of the break,
come on, stop Dalvin Cook. You were doing great.
He wants to be. Really what he's trying to do is get a new fresh first down and get on the other side, right? Cross the 50, get into Green Bay's territory. Then you can go into more of a prototypical 2-minute style offense. What you don't want to do is backed up on your side of the field, pass happy, and all of a sudden
let's get a turnover, man. 2nd and 1 for Minnesota here. Kirk Cousins in shotgun.
Stay on the ground there as they manage their timeouts in the final minute 30.
Snaps down. Cousins throwing right to Dalvin Cook. Devondre Campbell gets absolutely blown over, and that's going to be a first down.
And Onier thought it was interesting because O'Connell told us, hey, it's also play calling. It's when to be conservative.
Man.
Keep it out of Aaron Rodgers' hands, kind of like right here, right?
And
right.
the clock's running, hitting the 1 minute right now.
They're in a little bit more with a minute to go. They feel now that they can get into a little more of a 2-minute style drive. You don't want to do that.
First and 10 for Minnesota at Green Bay's 48-yard line. Got to stop them.
Green Bay still has a timeout.
Snaps down. Cousins
all of a sudden they steal
looking,
possession.
throwing left. Caught by Justin Jefferson. I said this in my pregame, man. Why is Rasul on Justin Jefferson? It's a mismatch. It's a mismatch.
The voids of this defense is out here in the
and that's no discredit to Rasul, but he's just not made to cover Justin Jefferson.
Kirk Cousins be able to
oh my gosh.
Out there. This time it was Rasul Douglas earlier in the game.
It's like, bro. All right, well, come on, guys. Can we not? Can we not?
Jefferson. There's just so much room right now. They've got to find a way to get closer to these receivers and close
First
down
and 10
these
for Minnesota at Green Bay's 36-yard line. Snaps down. Play action left. Cousins throwing across the middle, and Justin Jefferson, again, wide open. And that's probably a touchdown. Yep, that's a touchdown. Wide open again. Oh, my God. It's honestly comical that he's that this wide receiver, this Justin Jefferson, who it was one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, is continually getting wide open, uncovered. Like, it's clear as day that this zone is not working at all. At all. Like, you gotta man this guy up. You got, like, they're running zone, but some dudes are playing man, and they're not tracking, and they're not switching. It's terrible. 17-0 Minnesota Vikings. Absolutely awful. Guys wide open. Wide open.
With their zone coverages, Minnesota's making them pay.
Wide open, man. How many blown coverages can you have in one game, man?
Reviewing the score, they ruled touchdown.
Can you man jaw up on him?
Ball inside there, do you think?
And they did confirm it. So he went inbound from inbounds to out of bounds without touching down in the end zone. So therefore, he's got to get the ball over the top or inside the pylon, which he did. So they confirmed touchdown.
They get the thanks, Mike. The earliest MVP chance of the year, by the way, here in Minneapolis for Justin Jefferson. Extra point by Joseph, up and good. So how about that? Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson's, what a duo. 17-0.
Oh, my gosh. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
Coming up on the
like it's one thing for Justin Jefferson to beat you when he's covered and he's making good plays and he's actually covered and he's making good routes and he's getting open off coverage, right? Making good catches, beating your guys one-on-one, whatever it is. But it's another thing when he's literally wide open. Like, literally wide open. It's ridiculous. Like, literally no one around him is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Like, what is week 1, man? What even is week 1? Oh my gosh. Jefferson has 158 yards in the first half, and the Packers have them as a team 101 yards. Like, choo! That is terrible. Absolutely terrible.
NFL, you know that Justin Jefferson was already great. This is some start. He and Kirk Cousins in lockstep in this new offense.
Absolutely
Kevin O'Connell,
horrible, man.
And a 17-0 advantage. In Green Bay, only one timeout left.
Yeah, I mean, 35 seconds, one timeout.
Well, reminder to start Saturday
What do you do
strong.
here?
Get
Obviously, can't be super aggressive
Saturday.
and turn over the ball.
6,
But, I mean, you got to try to get some points. You have Aaron Rodgers and the ability of, getting a few chunk plays.
Ohio State hosting Toledo at the Horseshoe at 7 Eastern. It's all on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
All right. Skull chant is so cringe. All right, 1st and 10.
The Skull chants are alive. Remember last year, the Packers got roughed up in the opener by the Saints. It's
1st and 10 for Green Bay.
Nothing this year. One timeout. 35 seconds.
Aaron Jones in motion.
Now to try to get a chunk play, and he can be tackled in bounds.
Snaps down. Rodgers
one
looking.
shot at it.
Pressure coming though. He's in
throwing
trouble.
deep
Throw it
left
deep.
with
Cobb
a
is
very
there
big
with
loft
Harrison
ball, and it is intercepted by Harrison Smith because obviously that's what you needed. Obviously that's what we needed.
And
Absolutely
Minnesota
ridiculous.
has 2 timeouts with 27 seconds left.
Yeah, Rodgers just kind of broke contain
What,
there on a
dude?
scramble drill. He had Randall Cobb open.
Oh my God! One play after that touchdown by Justin Jefferson, and it's just a loft prayer ball. That's not a good throw, not a good decision. Like, if you're going to be thrown to deep to someone, it should probably be, a receiver that's kind of a jump ball guy, not Randall Cobb, like a Romeo Doubs or a Christian Watson or a Sammy Watkins. It's like, my God. Week 1, man. Like I was on board with the whole, keeping it safe, not playing starters in the preseason, but then you got to really question, had this happening 2 weeks in a row, or 2 years in a row? Come on. You serious? You serious? All right, Minnesota. Quick throw to the left of Dalvin Cook. Nice tackle by Devondre Campbell. It's a gain of 1. The Vikings are going to take a timeout.
Vikings will use a timeout. Well, Aaron Rodgers does not throw.
This is pretty identical to Week 1 last year. I mean, it's not as bad, but Aaron Rodgers had an interception. Packers didn't do anything on offense. The defense had blown coverages. It's like, my gosh, man.
Aaron Rodgers is always the constant.
When is it going to be something a little different? Like, I get Week 1's not. It doesn't obviously depict the entire season. We saw that last year, but it's like, dude, it's like, come on. Like, you had all off season and pretty much preseason to prepare. You would think you would A, cover the best receiver on the other team, one of the best in the league. You at least cover him, at least try. And then B, you would have some game plan on offense to get some guys open when Lazard's out and you lose Devontae Adams. But I don't know. I guess that's too crazy.
Second down. Cousins over
Quick
the
throw
middle.
left.
Not going to do very
Tap
much.
down by Devondre Campbell. That's going to be 3rd down.
Content to let this time run down here. They're going to call their last timeout.
So it's going to be 17-0 most likely going into halftime. Now the Packers do start with the ball, so that's the one small positive. But
look, I think if you're
this is going to be a tough hill to climb out of, a tough hole to climb out of.
First-year head coach. I mean, you couldn't have scripted anything possibly better than this, right?
No, you have your division rival. You have who's been the hallmark of the entire conference now for the last few years, and a team that they're really trying to emulate. They're trying to kind of take a similar path that Green Bay started years back with the hiring of Matt LaFleur. Another coach in a similar mold coming in to change the culture. And, it's a long season, but halfway through Week 1, seems like that change is going in the right direction.
Good to see Mike Pereira down there and Rodgers. Kevin Olsen in the shot. Nice TV time week 1, boys.
Let's go.
I mean,
love that angle.
That'll be it for the year, by the way. We've had enough.
All right.
Just
you think the Vikings will just run into half here, up 17-0. I don't know why they're still trying to. I don't know why they're trying to.
Looks like they're resetting the game clock here. Vikings use their timeout.
They don't even have another timeout. There's 15 seconds left.
Oh, Mike tells us they're going to look at this play to see if it was a catch to determine if they needed to use their timeout. Here's my question, though, Greg. As we just said, the half has been perfect, right, for Minnesota, essentially. Just how aggressive do you want to be here? I mean, are you feeling good, or are you going to really try another shot in a long field goal?
I think if they were going to try, I think that on first down when they had
I guess week 1 for the Packers is
little
just
jet
extended
out
preseason.
To the left side
I don't know.
For
what's going on.
You see here the Irv Smith catch.
Yeah, it's not a catch.
Yeah, it looks like he lost it. Don't you think, Mike, that ball came out?
Yeah, I don't like Jake Hansen out there.
This, you wouldn't think,
he has looked absolutely terrible so far today.
Actually, the timeout is safe now. So
Sammy Watkins has a screen catch, and that's it. Christian Watson with a drop. Romeo Dobbs with a wrong ran route. The only highlights on offense so far have been Aaron Jones and Robert Tonyan. So someone's going to have to step up as a wide receiver, man. Someone. Else the Packers literally will not score.
It does change your mindset, but to your point you brought up
and
before,
defense,
the replay.
I don't like this soft zone. It's not looking good. Like you can't leave one of the better receivers in the NFL wide open, man. You got to at least put someone on him to mirror him, man. The Vikings are going to go for a play here. Cousins throwing left and away. So they're going to have to end up punting with 13 seconds left.
With 13 seconds left, it'll be a punting situation.
So, I mean, hopefully there's just no muff here. What do I need to X out on the bingo card? What's something I need to X out?
Assume Green Bay's going to kneel this one out and head into the halftime.
Oh, Vikings fan? Yeah, I got you.
As you said, you'd be thrilled. I think to push the envelope there in that previous possession, I think the way Kevin O'Connell handled it was spot on.
Okay, there we go. All right, punt for Minnesota here. Hey, man, come on, let's get a good return, maybe. Oh.
And there's a flag.
And there's a flag for roughing the punter. Of course, because why not? Because why not? Why not with 13 seconds left? Why not run into the kicker, you know? Why not?
I think the kicker would make this interesting.
Is it roughing or running? That's going to be interesting.
I didn't see the end of the
play. Vikings, if it's roughing, they could try to get a Hail Mary up here.
That's the key.
But I think it was just running into. I mean, the punter kind of like went in. He kicked him, bro. He moved his leg. Dude, the punter totally moved his leg into Chris Barnes.
What you're looking at.
What is that?
Bill Vinovich is talking to the coach, O'Connell, to see if he wants to accept.
He Antonio Browned him, bro.
But the fact is, you look to see if it's plant leg, then it's roughing. If it's kicking leg, then it's generally running.
Running into the kicker.
Okay, so running into the kicker.
Receiving team, 5-yard penalty. Replay 4th down.
We're gonna replay 4th down. Dude, the punter moved his kick leg into him.
4th down, which is
like he totally could. The punter totally could have avoided that.
I think they've got to decline it. I think they messed that up. He'd be silly to want to attempt another punt. Just
it gets
Rodgers,
blocked, right?
Yeah, just Rodgers has 6 seconds, no time, one timeout. But with 6 seconds, they're just going to take a knee.
Yeah.
I assume.
Minnesota's elected to decline the penalty.
There you go.
1st down, Green Bay.
Yeah, sometimes those penalties don't get communicated perfectly.
Packers need the ball going to halftime.
Doesn't necessarily give them the right move, but yeah, he got that fixed. No reason.
You would think.
Another punt.
You would think.
So 6 seconds left. Packers will, assuming, take a knee here and go in and try to figure out what went wrong. And Aaron Andrews is going to be brave.
Completely Antonio Browned him, but it's a penalty on Barnes.
That's up to Matt LaFleur to find out for us.
EA getting LaFleur. That's going to be must-watch TV. I'm on the edge of my seat to see what kind of feedback she gets.
I mean, total yards in this first half, 262 for the Vikings.
We can hope for a better second half. That's really all we can hope for. I mean, you would hope something will be changed. The game plan will be changed. The defensive game plan will be changed. They'll have a better look at what to do on offense. For for the second half, but, we just don't know. The Packers start with the ball, so it would be a big thing for them to go down and score a touchdown. That would give them a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum back, but obviously it's a sight to be seen at this point. But yeah, take a quick bathroom break. It is halftime. I'll be right back. All right. How's it going? All right, let's get some questions in the comments for halftime. I know there's going to be a lot of great ones, I would assume. Let's get some stuff rolling for this halftime. I'm going to check Twitter real quick. I'm going to update on scores around the league, and then we'll go into reading some comments and questions. But not an ideal first half, I'll say that. All right, here we go. Let's update scores. Chiefs are up 23-7 over the Cardinals. That is interesting. Scores by Kelsey, Edwards-Helaire, and a field goal. Titans up 13-0 over the Giants. Chargers up 17-3 over the Raiders. So, not going so great for Devontae either. And then else we have, I think that's it for the games on right now. And, of course, the Packers down 17-0. All right, let's get back to this. And let's get some questions. Let's do it. Let's do it. We had this last year in week 1. And after that, the Packers won 7 straight. So, obviously it's a whole different year. Who knows what's going to happen if, the Packers end up staying this way for the rest of this game and losing by a lot. Who knows? Do you think that they will put Alexander on Jefferson in the second half? That would be the smart thing, but probably not. That would be the very smart thing. I would think that. But judging by just how this game's going and how the game plan was set up even before, probably not. They're probably not. The zone's been really soft. Been very, very soft. Did Watson do a jet sweep? Yes, he did. That was probably the only thing he's done so far, other than the drop. Where's Romeo Doubs? He's been out there some. Ran a wrong route. That was his only target. Incomplete. You would expect, we need something from these wide receivers. You know what I mean? I think, is it Randall Cobb, the only receiver with a catch? No, Sammy Watkins has a catch too on a screen, but are you really going to count that? Randall Cobb's the only receiver with a catch downfield, I guess you could say, which is not ideal for an entire half of football. And obviously, it looks totally different right now if Christian Watson catches that first play of the season, 75-yard touchdown. Packers are at minimum only down by 10 here with getting the ball back, and they probably have more momentum after that, and maybe this doesn't go the way it did in the first half. But you can play all these what-ifs and what if they did that and what if they did this, but at the end of the day, they are still down 17-0 in this first game of the season, and there's going to have to be adjustments at this halftime right now or it's not going to change. They're going to end up losing, 28-7. So we'll see, but it's not looking too good. We saw a couple good drives by the defense where it's like, okay, you see what they got, and then same old dudes being wide open and blown coverages, mostly Justin Jefferson. And then on offense, you just, you can't say too good about the offense so far. One drive that brought down to the 1 yard line, it looked good. There was some momentum going there, quick reads, a lot of passes to the running backs, which is fine. And then going forward on 4th down on the goal line with a shotgun run, which, if you guys know me, I cannot stand. Looks like it could have been a read option or an RPO, and it would have been a walk-in touchdown had Aaron Rodgers kept it. Obviously wasn't the case. Offensive line, especially the right side, has been awful. Jake Hansen has done absolutely nothing. He's a human turnstile out there. Royce Newman, I haven't seen anything too bad from, but overall that right side of that offensive line is just, again, not a combination I like. I've been saying it all preseason. I do not like that combination. Zach Tom should be out there. He showed way more than Jake Hansen. Zach Tom didn't allow a single pressure in the preseason, the only rookie offensive lineman in the NFL to do that. It's just, I get it, like, okay, well, maybe he's not ready yet. It's like, well, Jake Hansen, this is his, first start of his career as well, so what is the difference? You gotta, I don't know. And I get it, like, I'm not a coach at Green Bay, and they obviously know more than me, but I don't think it takes a rocket scientist to see that Jake Hansen is not doing well out there at all. So just trying to be a little subjective here. And, yeah, I don't like Royce Newman at right tackle. I think he, if anything, should play right guard, so they could also do that. Put Royce back at right guard and put Zach Tom at right tackle. Boom, right? No, obviously not. But the Packers start with the ball to start the second half. So, this is probably the most important drive so far, because if they go 3 and out, you could pretty much say, okay, well, this game is not going to happen, especially if they go 3 and out and the Vikings score again. It's just not going to happen, right? But it's a completely different scenario if the Packers come out of half, go right down the field, score a touchdown, gain a little bit of momentum back, and then you're going, okay, we got a ball game. 2-score game, down by 10. Not that bad, but you got to do that first. You got to score, and this offense hasn't. So you got to do that. And it's not trying to just state the obvious here, but they got to get something going on offense, especially with the wide receivers, because they have done absolutely nothing. Like, absolutely nothing. Robert Tonyan with 1 catch. He's only non-running back other than Randall Cobb with a catch downfield. So I've liked Aaron Jones so far. A.J. Dillon has had, minimal runs for a couple yards here and there. Obviously, it's going to be hard to establish a big run game down 17 points at halftime. So I don't think you can completely go away from it, because then you're one-dimensional, and the Vikings are going to be all over that. But it's hard because you're down 17-0 to just, really commit to the run game still. But I'm hoping they do, because that's going to be important. But okay, let's look at Twitter real quick, see what if there's any injury updates or anything. But on that note, 17-0 at halftime. I'm surprised it took me this long. I'm gonna open a beer, and don't judge me for my Budweiser. That's all I have in my fridge right now. I've been I've been slacking on the beer game. So yeah, but we're going with it for now. It's 17-0. Might as well do something enjoyable. So anyone watching, feel free to crack that beer with me, because, if this continues how it is, it's probably going to happen a few more times. But We shall see. All right, let's get back out of this half. I'm hoping they're in the locker room, you know, changing something, adjusting, because, you know, the Packers of old with McCarthy and Capers never, and even Patton, just never adjusted at half. It was just like, oh, well, whatever. It's a Bud heavy kind of game. Yeah, I mean, Budweiser, like the first half of it, when it's like freezing cold, doable, right? The back end of Budweiser is probably like the worst thing ever. Like, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's just a water beer. I mean, I think it's like when I have people over, right? My basement fridge is where all the beer goes. I swear I end up with more Budweiser than when I started with. It's just like people bring it and just unload it and just don't want it. It's just like one of those beers that randomly end up in your fridge and you're just like, all right, whatever. I guess this is mine now. It's my possession now, but you know, whatever. It's not bad if you don't gotta pay for it. I guess. Whiskey only. I do have some what's it called? Buffalo Trace downstairs. Maybe if the Vikings go up by another score and the Packers don't score, I might have to break out some Buffalo Trace. We'll see. It's not chilled or anything, but, you know, I like pain, I guess. Spent $150 million on Rodgers for poor body language. I mean, you know, what are you going to do? Aaron Rodgers has kind of been like that his entire career, so he's a back-to-back MVP. Whatever. It's week 1 of the NFL. Even if the Packers lose 28-0 here, that's not going to define their season. It's not going to dictate anything, really, other than a loss in the column. We saw that last year. The Saints, you know, 38 to whatever, 38-10, right? Whatever that score was. Did the Saints make the playoffs? No. Did the Packers make the 1 seed? Yes. And obviously lost in the playoffs. But my point is, week 1 has little to no value on later in the season. The only value that this is more than the Saints game is it's a division opponent, and obviously that has a lot to play in winning the division and tiebreakers. But they got to change something. They got to change something for the second half. I'll tell you what. Chugging birds. Can we try to cover Jefferson? See, that's my thing, man. I'm not saying you can just put Jair and Jefferson will be locked up and not catch anything. But it's like you could at least try. Like, you could at least try. That would be respectable and admirable, to at least try. Just be like, all right, Jefferson, tearing our defense apart. Let's put our best corner. You know, Jair Alexander, a guy we didn't get to use much last year. Hurt his shoulder. One of the best cornerbacks in the league, probably the best in my opinion. Why don't we put him on their best receiver? You know, like it doesn't seem that far-fetched to me. Then that's why it's so wild that it hasn't happened yet.
Chip away, one possession, try to get on the scoreboard.
Second half getting underway here soon.
This second half is going to be about veteran experience, leadership. That's Matt LaFleur, Aaron Rodgers, all the way down.
Is anyone going to cover Justin Jefferson?
Packers seem more like a White Claw team. Don't get me wrong,
I
love my seltzers, but White Claw is not good.
A good idea. Something would happen. See if Green Bay get back in the game. Jefferson, what a first half for him. 158 yards, 2 touchdowns.
All right.
Kirk Cousins was sharp.
What else do we have on this bingo card? I'm surprised we only have one so far with how this game's going. I'm really surprised.
Christian Watson, you saw it in the game flow, had that bomb on the
allow unblocked linemen to get sacked. I guess that kind of hasn't happened yet.
And then the one good drive by Green Bay, they got stopped on 4th and goal.
Jay Canes got blown up, but he wasn't
really
unblocked.
Game-defining plays. Green Bay did defer the opening toss, so they will get it to start the half.
All right, come on. This is a big drive, man. This is all or nothing here for the Packers, in my opinion. Kick is underway. It's going to be returnable for Amari Rodgers.
Up to get it.
And he can't even get to the 20-yard line. It's like, bro,
well, we mentioned it
sometimes things just never change.
Absolutely dejected going into the locker
it's like you catch the kick. That's why I was surprised the Vikings are. I'm surprised how the Vikings are kicking out of the back of the end zone at first. I'm like, bro, you can kick it to him at the 5 and they can't even get to the 20, which just happened. It's wild.
I'm just disappointed with the effort and the energy. He said, for instance, in the huddle, getting in and out of it, we had to burn 2 timeouts. And defensively, he said we are just making way too many mistakes.
Come on, 1st and 10. This is big. Rodgers in shotgun. We have both Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon in shotgun with Aaron.
We'll see if they can change it.
Snaps down. Quick throw to Romeo Dobbs. Caught. Gain of about 1. Poor blocking by Sammy Watkins on that bubble screen there. If Sammy Watkins controls that block, you're probably looking at a 8-yard gain. But poor blocks by Sammy there. That's where you miss Alan Lazard.
Good one, a couple big plays, but on 4th and goal got stopped, and that's been it.
When's the last time we had a good returner? Micah Hyde.
I just can't ignore
Probably
it.
Micah Hyde.
Hear Matt LaFleur make those comments. It's week 1. You're on the road. First half of the season.
2nd and 9.
And your coach is questioning your effort and your energy. I would expect a drastic improvement. Anytime
2nd and 9. Aaron Rodgers in an empty set. Come on. Play clock's down to 3. Like, come on. It's going to be a quick screen to A.J. Dillon. Stays up. And he's still running. Wow. Gain about 8 yards. It's going to be 3rd and very short. Someone says you can mark that down as a Dillon truck. Fair enough. Fair enough.
And find out who's going to replace Davante
Where's that
Adams.
at?
This is
Where's
what
that
Davante Adams is doing today. He's got a $1.16 for the Raiders. They're actually
all right, come on, big
the
3rd down here.
Chargers
You cannot not convert this. And of course they come out in shotgun. Handoff, Dillon. That's a 1st down. Again, I don't like shotgun runs on short yardage, but hey, they got it. I still don't like it, though. I just do not like it. I did see Ty Montgomery get a touchdown today. That's my boy.
Do you take that as a slight? Do you immediately respond to that?
I think a coach like Matt LaFleur, who has such a respect from his team and understand when he says things, he doesn't just throw them out there.
All right,
and
that's good. No 3 and out. Positive thoughts, boys.
These guys understand that when he feels
all right,
that
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line for the Packers. Let's get something rolling. Come on. Snaps down. Handoff left. A.J. Dillon. Nice hole across the left side. Breaks 1 tackle. Pushing the pile. Still on his feet. All the way to the Vikings' 44-yard line. And that's some bruising running by A.J. Dillon there. You love to see it. Got to get him rolling. That's why I said you can't get rid of the run game. You got to commit to it still, even down 17. Nice block by John Runyon. Nice block by Tyler Davis. And A.J. Dillon is a hard running back to be brought down.
He converted the 1st down on 3rd down, and then he gets another 1st down. So 3
good,
carries
Marty.
in a row.
How are you?
Extra effort.
This is Dillon's team now. I am the captain now.
Things that Matt LaFleur is alluding to.
All right, come on. Keep it rolling, boys. Come on.
Dillon is with 3 catches for 25 yards.
1st down. Play action. Rodgers rolling left. And he's sacked. Is that a fumble?
Oh, that was a big
Rodgers looks like, and that's a fumble, and that's Vikings ball. Oh my gosh, man. And Rodgers looks hurt.
Jordan Hicks, I think, was the guy who got there first.
What is going on, bro? Could this get any worse, man? Could this get any worse? Okay, he's up. He's up. He looks like he's got knocked. I don't know if it's a concussion or what. He looks okay, though.
Rodgers now up on his feet, but the Vikings take over.
Oh, my gosh. This is
Rodgers here at the end just trying to buy some extra time. Jordan Hicks pulls the trigger there. And
I think he's down.
Was he down?
I think his butt was on the ground.
Yeah, the ball looked like it might have been coming loose. Let's get a better look here.
I think he's down.
Big shot.
Yeah, he's down.
Yeah,
he's down.
Shin is down. It was hard to see from that angle where
the
ball was. Yeah, there it's out. Yeah.
No, he's not. I think it's a fumble. God, man.
That play was kind of
like you can't stand there and just allow people to slam into you. Like at worst case, just throw it away.
It gets worse.
Well, we showed you earlier.
Oh my God, this is so bad.
Rodgers now an interception.
You can only like start to laugh at this type of stuff. I mean, at this point,
call on the field. So Minnesota takes over.
This is awful. This is awful. Like how did
Matt LaFleur is talking. They could challenge if they really wanted to here.
Do not challenge.
For some reason, no one blocks Darius Smith. You can see A.J. Dillon.
That's not
his man.
Both Runyon and Myers just allowed Zadarius Smith to walk by him.
For the offensive lineman.
Oh my God!
We've seen Zadarius Smith.
Offensive line the entire preseason
and outside on tackles. He's giving them fits.
Handoff Dalvin Cook to the left. Stopped for no gain by Dean Lowry and Quay Walker.
So it's interesting. The Packers, they started to get a little momentum. You said riding A.J. Dillon to kind of get the physicality going behind the comments from LaFleur.
Man,
and
this
then
is
the
terrible.
turnover.
This is absolutely awful.
You don't want to see Aaron Rodgers taking shots like that. You know, I know the competitor
Looks like
in him
Rodgers
is trying
is
to keep
okay,
the play
but
alive.
come on, man.
He's trying to come back and find A.J. Dillon, who after he had gotten up after getting knocked down, kind of
A.J. Dillon got hit hard. I mean, you shouldn't expect Z to be unblocked by the guard in the center. So, like, come on, man. Snaps down. Kirk looking left, throwing left. Caught by the man, Justin Jefferson. Preston Smith was just on Justin Jefferson. Preston Smith is in the slot against Justin Jefferson. Oh my! What?
Slot receiver. Just a good play design, simple. Get a great matchup and set yourself up for a third manageable here. It's a nice job here by Kevin O'Connell.
It's
to the defense.
Oh my God!
I
can't, man. I'm not even gonna argue it. I don't. You know, I'm not gonna argue it.
Kirk Cousins
Whatever.
The motion
Moving
here.
on.
Needed Dalvin Cook to go the other way.
Now it looks like Jair is on him.
One-on-one here at the bottom of the screen.
3rd and 4.
It's a deep throw. Jefferson caught, and I think there's a flag down. It might be a push-off.
Catching everything. I don't know if he was
I think it's a push-off on Jefferson.
I think they're going to
Pass interference.
Yeah.
Offense number 18.
Pass interference offense. Finally. Gosh, finally.
The first thing he's done wrong all night.
Yeah, this is a matchup we've thought we'd see more of. Maybe something in the second half.
Yeah, maybe put Jair on him, you think?
Justin Jefferson. Let's see.
Not
what they
Preston
call here.
Smith.
Yeah, I guess they're.
I don't even think he got his foot down, anyways.
I thought that was kind of light. What'd you think, Mike?
Well, I
What do you mean? How is that kind of light? It's 2 arms out. I mean, it's a little. It's not excessive, but he still did it.
I mean,
he didn't even get both feet down.
Look at in slow motion. I'd like to see a little more.
Yeah, I thought so too. I think he might have come down out of bounds regardless.
Oh my gosh, this
out.
is terrible.
Yeah,
No
he was
penalty.
out, yeah.
Just. But that does obviously.
This is
move him back
Minnesota's
now.
banner
It
game.
makes
That's
it an
fine.
Extremely long field goal attempt on a 3rd and 14.
Yeah, so
Preston
when you talk
Smith,
game
cornerback
management, Kevin
1.
O'Connell, he's got to be in the headset of his quarterback saying, if you can't get the first down, just get us in field goal range, right? Even a 6, 7, 8 yard gain here gives us a better chance. See the Jefferson here in the backfield.
Okay.
Pressure.
On
Cousins
3rd and 14,
gets rid of it.
quick
Justin
throw to
Jefferson
Jefferson,
stays on
and
his
he's
feet.
down
Can't
for
stay on his
a
feet.
gain of nothing.
Nicely done by Rasul Douglas
Really nice
on the
tackle by Rasul Douglas there. All right,
Just
so that's
another
going to be
way for them
4th
to
down.
manufacture getting him the ball.
So at least with that fumble,
I think their
you know,
idea
you
there was
stop
kinda
him.
along the
You
lines of what
stop
we're
him there.
thinking. Maybe
That's
3rd and 15,
huge.
We might not have a lot of options to get the first down, but
And I don't know where the exact
spit that
field
ball out to
position
Justin
is
Jefferson.
here.
Maybe he can get some run after catch and
It looks
set
like
up
they're
a little
going
bit of
to
shorter
take a field goal.
So this will be
And
Greg
the
Joseph
yardage,
now. We'll see.
let's see how long this
At
is.
the 38, it'll be a 56-yarder. His career long, which he hit last year, was 55. So this would be the best if he can get it to go.
All right. It's going to be a 56-yarder for Greg Joseph. Come on, man. Come on, miss this. Please. Bad snap.
Joseph.
Kick is away, and kick is good. There's a horrible snap.
Down the middle.
He still makes it.
20-0
Oh, my God.
Vikings.
If that was the
They
Packers, it's
capitalize on the
100%
turnover.
blocked or a shank
And
kick
now
because that
you hope
snap
Aaron
was
Rodgers is
awful.
all right for Green Bay. You got Sanders
20-0.
on that last sack.
Hey,
Getting a
for
little
fumbling
massage
there,
to come back in this game. Packers
I guess the best you could ask
in
for is a
trouble.
field goal.
Down
You know, you got to look at the, I guess, silver line. I don't know. There's no real silver lining. Oh, man. My blood pressure. I didn't know if I was ready for this, but we're here. 20-0. Man. Whew. All right. Rodgers has his helmet on, standing with the offensive line, so it looks like he's good to go still. Probably just checked him out for a potential concussion, but I think he's okay. Man. Not ideal to see Preston Smith on on Justin Jefferson there. I'll tell you what, though. Oh, my gosh. It's just one touchdown. That's all I want, man. Come on. Yeah, the defense, I mean, they've had definitely some rough drives where it's like, okay, Justin Jefferson wide open, but they've had some decent drives too. I'm not going to lie. They've been inconsistent, but at least they've had some good drives, whereas the Packers offense, haven't had a single. I mean, I guess you could say they had one good drive, but it still resulted in 0 points. So at the end of the day, that's not a good drive. It's like, bro, they were kind of rolling on that last drive, and then Aaron Rodgers stands there and gets absolutely clobbered and fumbles the ball. It's like, bro, is someone going to get open, or like is you can only do so much. Man. But we'll see. We will see. Preston Smith, cornerback 1, baby. Oh, my gosh. All right, I think this commercial's over. Let's get back in there.
Protecting your home and car with Progressive.
Let's make sure. There we go. All right,
welcome back to NFL Kickoff Weekend at U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis, where it's been all Vikings, 20-0 over the Packers. They had a 17-point lead at the half. They got a turnover to start the third quarter.
Try that Watson go route again. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And on the last series, Aaron Rodgers got
I agree. I think you got to come back to that.
His left guard took a big hit. That's what led to the turnover. And so a lot on his plate.
Oh, man.
Trying to come back from a big deficit.
What X is on the board?
They'll start on the
Which
25.
ones?
How is Aaron Rodgers, EA?
Well, he's coming back onto the field, and I know that's what most Packer
Which
fans
X's are you
want to
talking
hear
about?
and see.
Oh, fumble.
You talked
Yep,
about
you're
it,
right.
him getting sandwiched right there by his left guard, John Runyon,
Fumble.
who is right now being evaluated for a concussion. Aaron Rodgers was never looked
Unblocked
at inside
lineman
the
to get
blue
sacked.
tent. What we did see with him is on the
maybe.
sidelines right there,
Maybe.
kind of working out his neck. We saw the athletic training staff
All right,
actually
here we go.
massaging him, and I actually saw him when he was running out on the sidelines, guys, holding that left elbow as well. So
Come
see
on.
how he does here.
First and 10 for Rodgers.
There's a new left guard.
Aaron
Zach
Jones in
Tom
motion.
is
Zach Tom is in the game. Let's go.
As Dylan
He's in it.
gets the
Left
carry.
guard,
And
weirdly.
Zach Tom is a
So
rookie. These are his first snaps.
I don't
He was an
know.
all-ACC
Did they put him in
left
for
tackle
Runyon and
at
kept
Wake
Hansen?
Forest.
That's
Think about this. They started the
a
game
bold
without
move.
Montiel
I don't know
and
if Runyon's
Jenkins, the
hurt.
two stars on the outside.
I
both
think
coming
it's
back
got to be
from
Runyon being hurt, right? Because like you
injuries.
wouldn't replace
Now,
Runyon with
Runyon's
Tom
out.
and not
Newman's
Hansen,
a
right?
guard over to right tackle.
Right?
They had Hansen starting. I mean,
Right?
this
Runyon's
offensive
got to be
line,
hurt. Yeah.
There's a lot going on there right now.
This is bringing back,
All right,
memories
second and
of
7.
last season when they kind of played musical chairs throughout the course. They were
Second
able
and
to
7 for
overcome it
Green Bay.
last year and win in despite of it, but
Sadie's Lewis in motion.
so far
Aaron
early
Rodgers in
this
shotgun
season,
with Jones to his
they've
right.
been struggling.
Snaps down. Handoff Aaron Jones up the middle. That's a first down and more. Running left, still going. Romeo Doubs with a nice block. And Aaron Jones all the way into Minnesota territory. Nice field vision by Aaron Jones. Good blocking by Romeo Doubs out there. Finally, something of a spark.
Tackle here.
Finally. Really nice blocking by Romeo Doubs downfield there.
Nice job there by 50 Toms. You just mentioned him, the rookie.
Zach Tom, nice block. It's almost like he should have been out here from the start.
Allowing Aaron Jones to get right on his hip. Looks like we got a Vikings player down here.
Looks like there is a Viking injury.
See a great job there by
Nice
Aaron
run by
Jones,
Aaron Jones.
using that offhand.
Yeah, Cameron Dantzler is the injured Viking.
Cam
cornerback.
Dantzler is hurt for the
Injury
Vikings.
timeout.
Injury timeout, and we go to commercial. Come on, Packers. Get a score. Come on. This is big. You got to score like once or twice in the third quarter if you have any chance at a comeback here. Most likely twice. Yeah, Andrew, 100%. Andrew says, I want us to win. I'll be disappointed if we lose, but it'll be more bearable if we can at least make it competitive. Exactly. Like, yeah, it would suck to kind of come back and still lose, but, like, I think it's worse to just get smoked like 28-0. Like, come on. It's like, come on. All right. So I guess Runyon's hurt because I really doubt they'd replace Runyon with Tom rather than Tom with Newman. Like, there's no way. Well, Zach Tom, like a second play in, makes a great block for Aaron Jones. It's like this dude should be on the field. It's not crazy to see how well he did in training camp and preseason. I don't know the infatuation with Jake Hansen by the Packers coaching staff, I guess because he's been here for 3 years, but dude's a backup center. Like, come on. Checking in for a concussion, Runyon. Okay. Well, I hope since Tom so far with the 2 plays has looked good, they would, even if Runyon comes back, they'd put Tom at right guard. You would think. But no. Judging by how this is setting up, Runyon's going to go back in and they're just going to take Tom out completely and keep Hansen out there because why not? Why not? Just make it difficult, you know? All right, I think the commercial is just about over.
Equinox EV. And by Corona Extra. Find the fine life. Live La Vida Más Vida. Please drink responsibly.
It's almost hard to believe. It was 21 years ago.
All right, hold on. Commercial. Still not done. Patrick Mahomes with already 4 touchdown passes. Imagine that. Imagine that. Robert Tonyan, man. Let's get another catch. Come on. All right, here we go.
The heroes that continue to today as we remember 9/11.
Come on.
Opening week NFL.
1st and 10.
20-0 Minnesota.
For Green Bay in Minnesota territory.
So a Caleb Evans, that's him, number 21,
Come on.
a rookie corner now goes in. Packers
at Minnesota's 42-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, empty set, looking, throwing left. Sammy Watkins with a catch, and that's going to be close to a first down. Sammy Watkins, the second receiver to get a catch downfield finally. Second and 1, not a first down. Second and 1. Aaron Rodgers coming back out, empty set again. Yeah, I don't know where Tunion's at. We see Tyler Davis out here for some reason. A.J. Dillon in motion back into the backfield. Snaps down. Handoff A.J. Dillon left. 2 pulling guards. Myers with a block, and he gets tackled down at the Minnesota 21-yard line.
As we have a game break with Carissa Thompson.
Thank you, Kevin. Giants trailing 13-6 in Tennessee. Daniel Jones goes way up to Sterling Shepard, who takes this one 65 yards for the score. It's also worth noting Saquon Barkley has 113 so far today on the ground, all tied up at 13. Kevin?
Oh, that's a little bit of a surprise. Brian Daboll's coaching debut with the Giants.
It's good to hear Saquon back.
All right. Come on, Green Bay. We're almost in red zone. 1st and 10 from the 22.
Get his production back on par with his skill set.
Snaps down. Handoff. A.J. Dillon. A quick reverse to Romeo Doubs. He's got Josh Nijman in front. Makes one man miss all the way down to the 11-yard line. I like that play. That was a nice design play. You look like you had Aaron Rodgers out there to throw a block, but he had Josh Nijman in front on a quick end-around reverse.
Look who's out in front.
Aaron Rodgers threw a chip on Zadarius Smith.
And then he's going to go tell him, look, he's laughing. Hey, you didn't back down. I love that. You talk about fire and energy. For these
all right, nice to see that. That's funny. Aaron Rodgers getting a little physical, Zadarius.
Taking on one of the baddest guys on the other team.
Finally, something that's not sulking.
Finish this drive and settle in here to start the half.
Guess that answers.
All right, 1st and 10. Snaps down. Aaron throwing across the middle. Caught Romeo Doubs down to the 1-yard line. Is that a fumble? He's down. Okay, they're ruling him down. I was going to say, man, I swear.
It's a gain of 9.
It's going to be a gain of 9. It's going to be
they could get a first down
2nd and 1 from the 2-yard line. So they can still get a first down before goal.
Remember, last time they were down in here, they went for it on 4th down. And Donatel kind of changed up the look on Rodgers.
So finally getting a little bit going this drive. Now they just got to finish. They got to capitalize. They got to put the ball in the end zone. You obviously aren't kicking a field goal here.
What we're used to seeing out of this Aaron Rodgers-led offense.
Obviously. Okay, let's see. Aaron Rodgers in shotgun. A.J. Dillon is the back. Snaps down. Handoff. A.J. Dillon running left. Pushing the pile for a touchdown behind Zach Tom. The first touchdown of the season. Took a while, but it is to A.J. Dillon for a 2-yard touchdown run. This is still a ball game. This is still a ball game. It's a 2-score game now. And there's still 5 minutes remaining in the third.
His physical presence. There was a lot of bodies over here. They brought Harrison Smith, walk him up.
Finally.
Zadarius Smith's right in front of him. He's
Christian Watson with a nice block.
He's going to get hit short. Eric Kendricks
Zach Tom then pushes A.J. Dillon into the end zone.
Entire series, the physicality that A.J. Dillon brings to this offense.
Great to get a score there, man.
He made his presence felt on that one, and that just lifts the entire spirits. You can just see the entire Green Bay sideline take a big, deep breath.
All right, PAT coming up.
It's all right. We've settled in a little bit.
Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good. So the first kick of the season is also good. Score is now 20-7. So a whole lot of ball game left, guys. I mean, it's just a 2-score game. Surprisingly, with how this game has went so far, it's honestly wild. It's a 2-score game only because, you know, it's an interception, a fumble last drive, no scoring through the first half. You know, you'd expect the Vikings to be up more than 2 scores right now, but so, you know, it's still a game. It is definitely still a ball game. But we will see how this defense comes out in this next drive. You're gonna need a stop. You're gonna need if you get a quick stop here, that momentum can really turn around. It can definitely turn around. But you got to do that. Turnover would be like monumental. How do I feel about Watson right now? I like the end around they did with him. He had a nice block on that last play. Obviously the drop, but I think they need to get him a little bit involved in the passing game for sure. But we'll see. But we need like a stop here or a turnover. It's so big. All right. Got a little commercial break. I like seeing Aaron Rodgers throw a little block into Z. I know, you know, Z's obviously got the better of him, but Aaron Rodgers still slowed him up, which is great. I think they got to go back to the Watson 9 route look because it's going to be like that was there, so it's going to be very important. Very important. You got to stretch the field vertically, so I'm hoping Watson gets another shot deep. Onside kick? No, we're not playing Madden. Jair needs to stay on Justin Jefferson this drive if we want any chance of stopping them here. And obviously, you got to contain Dalvin Cook.
People follow you with a camera when you get out of the car.
Obviously.
Get used to this.
All right, kick off underway.
Wow.
Richie Zion's our producer. Rich Russo, our director.
And it's a touchback.
Angles. Oh, my gosh.
And Aaron Andrews, and, of course, Tom Rinaldi, Tom.
Boy, guys looking good.
Yeah, we need a turnover big time. You know, the Vikings have created 2 turnovers on the Packers. Packers have yet to create a turnover. Strip sack, an interception. Kirk is set as, you know, warranted for an interception. You know, he'll give you a chance for one. You just got to make the play.
And said, I'm having a blast. I know it's not about me, it's about this team, and they're playing the way we've planned to play. We'll see if they can back it up now.
Kirk Cousins under center, starting at their own 25. Feeling in motion. It's going to be play action to the right. Kenny Clark with the pressure. Quick pass to the tight end, and a nice tackle by Rasul Douglas for a gain of nothing.
Well, look, we've talked a lot about Kevin O'Connell.
Very nice pursuit there by Rasul Douglas on that bootleg to the tight end.
His former boss, Sean McVay. This is a guy, a big-time athlete, right, growing up in Carlsbad, California.
So good stop on that first down, making it second and long.
He ran the ball well as a quarterback. And then, look, he played 5 years in the league, a third-round pick, played with Tom Brady.
All right, second and 10. Kirk Cousins in the empty set.
Fast on offense.
I think that's going to be encroachment on Rashawn Gary. Man, it's like 1 step forward, 2 steps back, man. Like, I love you, Rashawn, but come on, man. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5. That completely changes the play call for the Vikings. They can definitely run here, and they probably will.
So my question is this. Off of Tom's report, and we're seeing how the second half is going to go. If you're a Packers fan right now at home, you're wondering, okay, are we going to put Jair Alexander on him one-on-one or not? But it's not as easy as that, correct?
It's not as easy. And Joe Barry, the defensive coordinator, the way he put it makes so much sense. He said it's easy for Jair, right? We can put him on him, and he just shadows him.
Rasul is back on Justin Jefferson
in
the slot.
Out of position.
Snap is down. Hand off Dalvin Cook to the right. And Eric Stokes, man. First down. Eric Stokes had the pursuit and just took a horrible angle. That's a first down for the Vikings.
Behind the ball, kind of where the linebackers stand.
Eric Stokes maybe would have been able to stop that there, but just completely took a horrible pursuit.
Joe Barry's instituting a zone-based defense in its core. So now all of a sudden you have Jair Alexander playing in the slot. Rasul Douglas now moves to the outside receiver, and you have guys kind of out of position. So
that's a first down for the Vikings. Come on. Come on. That's what I'm saying. Like 2nd and 10, they were going to pass. Encroachment, 2nd and 5, switch it to a run, first down.
Justin Jefferson's up here on Stokes.
Yeah, it hasn't happened, but the more success he has, you wonder if you think about trying to do it.
All right, snap is down. Hand off right to Cook. In the backfield, and he's stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1 by Kenny Clark and Rashawn Gary.
Well, had some help. Well, critics call Monarch Empire meets Nashville meets Succession. The first
need to get a stop here. Can't let the Vikings score on this drive. That's going to be huge. Got to get a stop.
The unforgettable series premiere of Monarch. It's finally here tonight.
Good start there on that first down.
Fox. What a comp.
2nd and 11.
Succession,
Vikings
Nashville,
on their own 36-yard line. So, at worst case, you let up one more first down, but that's a good start on this first down to get negative yards there. But
yeah, so you see right here, 11 personnel. That means 1 tight end, 1 running back, 3 wide receivers.
That's going to be a delay of game for Minnesota, right?
Play clock was winding down.
Delay of game. That's another good thing. 2nd and 16 now. You got to stop him here. You cannot give up a blown coverage on 2nd and 16 or 3rd and 16. You cannot. You cannot.
11 personnel usage with him from LA.
They're likely going to run a screen or something here, or draw, or something high percentage. So you got to be ready for a screen here. You can't over pursuit. 2nd and 16. You can't sit all coverage. They could definitely still run here.
Bottom of the screen.
Kirk Cousins, snap is down, and it is a screen. It's I should be defensive coordinator. And Dalvin Cook gains over 10 yards, so now it's a 3rd and manageable. See, sometimes I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's like, dude, screen was like 99% going to happen there.
Matchup if Justin Jefferson just played out wide, but I don't think Joe Barry.
It's going to be 3rd down though, nonetheless, and this is a very important 3rd and 6.
That slot position,
very important.
Run tackle. Run fit type position.
Come on.
don't want him.
Is Kayshawn Nixon out here? It looks like he is.
Want him out on the outside.
I think Jair is on Jefferson.
Right there. Cousins looks that way, now goes back the other way.
Come on, sack Kirk Cousins, man. Nice tackle by Kayshawn Nixon, man. It looks like he hurt himself, but what a tackle for Kayshawn Nixon. Oh, he looks hurt. He looks hurt, but what a tackle by Kayshawn Nixon.
Man-style concept here.
What a tackle on KJ Osborne. Nixon's arm looks hurt, though.
We talked earlier about Ed Donatel giving a little change.
All right, looks like the Vikings are going to punt. Got to be careful here. Obviously, they could fake it. That would be horrible.
Justin Jefferson,
but the Packers would be big to get a score before the start of the fourth. But even if not, come on, let's get a decent return or maybe a block. Come on. All right, snap is down. They're running protection. Okay. And Amari Rodgers is going to fair catch. And that's fair caught at their own 17, 18-yard line.
So, big tackle by
Kayshawn Nixon comes in first. I believe his first snap, makes a nice stop, but he's hurt, so got something to definitely monitor there. Man. Whew, yeah, Kayshawn Nixon being hurt's a big thing, man. I think he's a core special teamer, and obviously we saw there his ability on that defensive play. But Shemar Jean Charles is inactive, so you're kind of in a problem there. All right, But the Packers got the needed stop there. Got the much-needed stop there. Very important to go down here and score a touchdown. You know, you're down by, 13 points. So, you know, field goal's not going to do you crazy good. It's still going to make it a 2-score game. So you really can't settle for a field goal here unless you're looking at like 4th and 15 from their 30. You know what I mean? So you can't really settle for a field goal here. Anything that's anything manageable, you go for it. But there needs to be something intermediate to deep. I feel like it's all been short. There's got to be some opening up on the back end. Obviously, we saw it on the first play that, you know, we have Christian Watson that can beat mostly anyone 1v1. So if you get that opportunity again, you go right back to it. But last drive was good. The chat says you could even hit Romeo Dobbs deep. Just something. Obviously, don't force a deep ball where you're going to get a turnover or put yourself in a 2nd and long or 3rd and long. But, you know, if the matchup is there, obviously take the shot. Patrick Peterson can't stay stride to stride with Watson. It's just not going to happen. So, but this drive, this is probably the drive that's going to dictate, you know, the result of this game. You know, if the Packers go down and score a touchdown here, we're talking about a 1-score game as ball game. You know, we got a game here. But without that, you know, you get a 3-and-out here, you turn over the ball, Vikings go down and score. It's probably all she wrote. So we gotta score here, man. That's so important.
Fan here in Minneapolis, where the Vikings had a dominant first half, but the Packers.
All right, come on, Green Bay. At their own 17-yard line, so got 83 yards to go. Need some chunks here. You can't, you know, you don't got a crazy amount of time. I mean, it's still the 3rd quarter, but snaps down. Quick throw right. A.J. Dillon. Nice block by Christian Watson. A.J. Dillon still moving for a gain of 9.
Nice gain of about 9
Nice
yards
little play there.
On first down. You know, Dillon has become a really good pass catcher. He didn't do it in college. He didn't do it at all his first year, but it's become a big part of his game.
Yeah, and coming out, you mentioned coming out, that was kind of his big
Got to keep the tempo up here. I don't think they're going to score before the end of the 3rd, but you can't take your time here.
That I couldn't do it.
Yeah, they definitely need to save their timeouts, 100%.
And it's something he's really developed at, both him and Aaron Jones.
All right, come on.
Gives them a lot of options now.
2nd and 2.
As they figure out their wide receiver position.
Play action would be huge here. To hand off Aaron Jones for a first down. So they're committing. They're sticking to the run game, which is good. You know, you can set up the play action here. Take a shot maybe on the 2nd and short. Definitely do it.
To A.J. Dillon on the little swing screen.
I'm interested if they'll try to get another play off here before the end of the 3rd. It doesn't look like they're going to have the time to.
Without necessarily just needing
nah,
to
they're
turn
definitely
around
not going to have the time
to.
So that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter.
On these last 2 drives, running back heavy. I expect them to stick with it here as we get ready for the 4th quarter.
Yep.
End of the 3rd quarter.
Packers.
And that's a commercial break. So 4th quarter. 15 more minutes, boys. But this game, it's still a game, man. It's still winnable. It's a 2-score game with 15 minutes left. That's 1 score, 1 stop, and another score, and you're winning. So it's doable. It's definitely doable. I'm liking this little bit of the fight coming back out in the second half. Come on. Zach Tom already looking great out here. It's like, you know, it's crazy. You think these things, you want these things to happen, and then finally they do, and it's exactly what you thought it would be. With Zach Tom being out there over someone like Hansen. I know he's in for run-in, but you get the point. All right. Yeah, it's going to pretty much have to be a second half shutout, 100%. Come on. Let's get by this commercial. I hate commercials. I know I say it every time, but just, ugh. All right. Are they resting Tunyon? Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't seen him either. I don't know what's going on. It's a shame, but I don't know what's going on. All right, it's going to be a interesting fourth quarter for sure. All right, we are back.
It is for the Packers. How's life going to be without Davante Adams? Today, it's been everything underneath. They've got nothing over 10 yards
by passing. That's insane.
The most targets and
That's
the most
insane,
yards
man.
That's your running back. With all that being said, Packers are in this game. It's 20-7 Minnesota. We start the fourth quarter here from Minneapolis. Glad to have you aboard.
All right.
America's game of the week.
Come on.
Packers football. They go two backs in with Dillon and Aaron Jones.
Fourth quarter, get it started. Rodgers in shotgun.
1st and 10. Rodgers sends
Throw the ball,
down.
man. You can't sit behind the pocket for
Hunter,
8 seconds, dude. Another sack. That's all on Aaron, man. I know, like, you could say, oh, well, guys aren't getting open. But, dude, you're sitting in the pocket for 4 seconds. Royce Newman held up long enough. And I see Tunyon out in the field, so I guess that's that.
The secondary's got nowhere to go with the ball.
That's so bad, man.
They're expecting a huge.
Like, I don't know if no one's getting open or what, or Aaron Rodgers is missing them. But that was enough time to throw the ball. That's not on Royce. And already the play clock's running down. Come on. Rodgers throwing to the right. Romeo Doubs caught for a first down. Dobbs is wide open there. So that's really big after that sack. Really, really big. Gain of 23. Patrick Peterson absolutely getting cooked, man.
They bluff and they just go. Call them rocket screens. We've seen so many flats, so many swings to the running backs, quick passes. Well, that time Rodgers pumps
Finally, a pass more than 10 yards. Let's go.
They've been setting that
Let's go. Come on.
Chunk play we've been talking about.
If Dobbs starts starts heating up, this is gonna be important.
So Dobbs now with 3 catches for 34 yards.
Come on. Empty set for Rodgers. Snap is down. Rodgers rolling right, throwing right. Caught Romeo Dobbs. Gain of about 3.
Out near the 49. Game break time. Let's check in with Carissa Thompson.
Thank you, Kevin. Chiefs up 30-7 in Arizona. Patrick Mahomes links up with McCall Hardman. 2-yard score here. Mahomes has his 5th passing touchdown of the day. Chiefs rolling 37-7. Kevin?
Come on.
It's almost like Patrick Mahomes says,
it's going to be about 2nd and 7, 2nd and 6.
I'm awesome. Here's 5 touchdowns for you. Right?
Don't you get the feeling we're just in like a golden age of a new generation of quarterbacks? Of course, the Bradys and the Rodgers, guys we've watched for a long time, are still so special. But man, this young crop of guys throughout the league.
All right, come on, let's get the snap away. Not at 1 second. Every time. It's going to be play action left. Rodgers throwing right. Incomplete. He had an unblocked rusher and Eric Kendricks right up the middle. Completely blew up the play. 3rd and 6 underway. And obviously this is 4-down territory.
Eric Kendricks, he's been playing a little bit of a different position now. He's playing in that Mike Zimmer 4-3 style, Mike linebacker.
Need a first down here.
Donatel.
That play action just did not work. Eric Kendricks is all over that.
In the run game and in the pass game, as you hear the crowd kind of come to life here, trying to make it difficult on this Green Bay offense to operate.
3rd and 6. Dude, what is going on with this play clock? Snap is down. Rodgers. Throw the ball. Oh, my God, he escaped. Oh, and he gets sacked. Man, he's got to throw the ball, man. What is this? He's holding it for like 30 seconds. Like, there's got to be someone somewhat slightly open where you can go, okay, I'm at least going to give my guy a shot. Like, I'll look at it from this angle, but what is going on?
Do this so much. He just got nobody. He can't find. You see Danielle Hunter kind of comes on the late blitz.
Why? There's two receivers on the sideline standing still. You got to work back towards the quarterback. What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? They're both standing there doing nothing. Oh, my gosh. And then a false start on the punt.
Different Vikings have sacks.
False start. Offense number 59.
I'm too stressed for this, man.
Still fourth down.
Now Rodgers is taking his hits.
Two
today.
wide receivers standing on the sideline when Rodgers is extending the play. Sure, Aaron, get rid of the ball, but help him.
Obviously now time will be a
Gosh.
factor. So plenty of time to go, but now you're cognizant.
Punt is underway.
Donald goes down, no flags. Rager, fair catch.
Fair caught at the 15.
Minnesota up 20-7, 11:52 to
My
go.
gosh,
Kirk Cousins looking for more.
My gosh, that was the chance there, man. That was the chance. That was not good, man. Phew. Yeah, throwing it away, and I agree. Like, the receiver's got to help him, but he can't just hold the ball as well. Like, okay, whatever, you got to throw it away. Like, then you have a potential fourth down attempt there rather than a punt, you know? You got 4th and 6 if he throws the ball away, and the Packers likely go for it. So, obviously you're not going to go for it on 4th and long there, but you got to punt it away. But it's like, come on, man. Aaron Rodgers holding the ball too long. Receivers not working back towards the ball on an extended play. Just two receivers. I couldn't see exactly who they were. Standing right on the sideline, like right next to each other. So then what is that doing for Aaron Rodgers? You're standing so close to each other that pretty much allows one defender to cover both of you. And you're standing so close to the sideline, there's not a chance Aaron Rodgers is going to fit a ball to you. Like, it's just not going to happen. It's like you got to at least try to get open. Like, at that point, your routes are done. Like, you're not running your routes anymore because they're over. The progression of your route is over. So work back towards the ball. Find a hole in the defense. Don't just stand on the sideline. It's ridiculous. Like, this is like basic wide receiver, like, coaching. Like, this is so basic that you work back towards the ball on an extended play. It's so basic. It's just like high school type stuff. Like, I don't get it. Oh, man. Yeah, you got to get a turnover or a 3 and out here. This is this is probably over. Need more beer, don't we all, man? Don't we all? All right. All right, Squirrel Girl, hang that banner up. This is your guys' Super Bowl. Enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy it while it lasts, because it can go in your trophy case with nothing else.
Rodgers has been hit hard today. 4 sacks. They've got a lot of pressure on him. Life without Davante Adams hasn't been exactly easy today. And they just got another big sack with DJ Watt on there to give Minnesota the football back.
Here we go.
12 minutes ago. And they're up by 13 with Cousins back with it.
First down for Minnesota at their own 16. Play action. Cousins over the middle.
Thielen's got the grab all the way
Adam
up to the
Thielen,
40.
wide open.
Adam Thielen.
Eric
Just a
Stokes
second
getting
catch
burned
today.
again. Eric Stokes has had a very rough
called his
day.
name much today, but watch this route. He's the second option off this play action. He's just going to run a post here on Stokes. 4th outside step.
I mean,
kind of called it bang 8.
Eric Stokes is an outside shade there. I would
right
assume
there on
they're in
his
cover
chest.
3.
Well, when Justin Jefferson gets
You're going to
all
give up
of
an
this
easy
attention,
post, man. You're
rightfully
going to give
so.
him an
People
easy post
forget
on
Adam
that.
Thielen.
You don't have help over the middle
He's a
like
guy
that,
can
man.
really hurt you now. He's been doing it for a long time.
Play action
Big
again.
fake.
Kirk
Pressure
Cousins.
coming. Preston
He's going to
Smith.
get...
Cousins floats one incomplete. That was dangerous.
Man, there's going to be a
Campbell
sack.
was
Kirk
right
Cousins
there.
kind of threw it away up the middle, and that's a sketchy throw. That's
Nice job there by Cousins.
that could have been
Feeling that
huge
pressure.
if the
He
Packers
stepped
got a
up
hand
just
on
enough.
that. That could have been an
Preston
interception.
Smith
That was
coming
a
off his right
sketchy
edge.
throw.
able to get that ball off. Lucky it wasn't picked. Devondre Campbell was right there.
Sure was.
But just a nice nice play.
Walker's questionable return, of course.
To not take
of
that
course.
sack. But just moving up in the pocket, bought himself just that one extra little yard to get that ball out.
By the way, Aaron tells us that Quay Walker, the rookie inside linebacker, out with a shoulder injury right now.
Quay Walker's out with a shoulder
So
injury.
is Keyshawn Nixon, who made that big tackle earlier.
Hand off Dalvin Cook.
Return for both.
Got to stop him here. Good. Gain of only 2. It's going to be 3rd and 8. This is a big third down. This is probably the ball game here. It's 3rd down.
Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah. A pretty remarkable story for the Vikings running the show here. And talk about impressive. There he is on the right.
Probably one of the
first game for him.
last
7 years
chances the Packers have here stopping the Vikings. Snap is down. Kirk, way too much time, man. And Jefferson is pretty much wide open again, and that's another first down. I think they had Darnell Savage on him, maybe. You know, you'd think you just put Jair on him, but no.
Look at all this commotion here. They're all yelling. They're trying to get guys lined up. Chris Barnes
again, just a wide open spot in the zone. Just a wide open spot in the zone. Now the Vikings are on Green Bay's 38-yard line. It's going to be a handoff to Dalvin Cook to the right. And that's a tackle by Inactives, gain of about 3.
It's a new career high.
Justin Jefferson, of course he has a new career high. Of course he does.
You see Jefferson here. He's off to the left side. They try to bring pressure.
Nice weak zone, man.
Man.
It's so bad. Like Darnell Savage's
you see Savage kind of has to avoid.
Pursuit on that was so bad. He just undercut and like completely got ran by. Like these safeties have been bad this game. The defense coverage as a whole has been bad.
He and Cousins have been on the same page.
All right, Cousins, snap down. Cousins throwing right. Caught. Adam Thielen. Another first down.
It's Adam Thielen again. His second on the drive. That's another first down for the Vikes.
Yeah, just simple pitch and catch. It was man. Well, again, Joe Barry.
Nah, they're just going to play back off coverage like they usually do. I mean, Eric Six, what's the point? Just let them get their catches, you know?
And he knows he's got one-on-one on both sides.
Why be aggressive? Why?
Stokes, the DB, number 21, playing real far off. A lot of cushion on Thielen. That's an easy pitch and catch on the boundary.
1st and 10. Vikings already in field goal range. Snaps down. Hand off Dalvin Cook to the right.
Good scene for Alexander Madison.
Like Chris Barnes was just like walking backwards as Dalvin Cook ran towards him. It's like, oh my God.
First down.
You know, we're seeing one of the, the one issue, I don't want to say issues, but one of the things that Joe Barry's trying to balance here is he understands the rushing attack that he can have, put against them here by Minnesota. They have so many DBs in the game. They're only playing 6-man boxes. It's hard to hold up. See, there's only 6 guys here.
Here we go.
See all these DBs back here? Like 2 linebackers.
2nd and 3 for Minnesota. It's going to be handoff to Alexander Madison for a first down, and he's breaking about 3 tackles. And now he's down to the Green Bay 10-yard line. Score here is going to be all she wrote. Sad enough to say.
These linebackers now are asked to fill so big of gaps that it's hard for them to find where their fits are. Here's the lane.
Devondre Campbell's been kind of nowhere to be seen.
Madison. You expect Joe Barry
Walker's hurt.
Maybe bring Adrian Amos, bring a 7th man and 8th man down into the box, but
definitely a horrible start here by the Packers in this season.
That he's been in on this series because Quay Walker,
another injury.
Now it's Barnes.
Barnes is hurt.
Who's being tended to.
Like, it's one thing to lose a game, but to have injuries like this.
So they work on him.
Horrible, man.
Horrible for the Vikings.
Nothing like Vikings to do a chant while a guy's injured on the field. Like it's scum, man.
Great place.
That's why you hate Vikings fans. Like posting.
This stadium is
like they're one of their best highlights of the last decade is Anthony Barr hitting Aaron Rodgers and hurting him. And yet they're cheering while an injured player is down on the field. It's absolutely disgusting. Like all you want to say, sure, the Vikings handed our, killed us today. The Vikings beat us on the field. Very, very handily today, right? Sure, can admit that. But to sit here as a fan in a stadium and cheer when a guy is hurt on the field, it's disgusting. Vikings fans are literally one of the worst in the NFL. And that's hard to say because the Eagles fans are terrible too, but absolutely disgusting.
Still checking on Barnes. We'll take a break. Vikings
like get some dignity, man. Like, sure, you won, cool. Like, chant after the game or chant when guys aren't laying on the field hurt, or talk your shit when the game's over. Sure, do all that. Awesome, right? Vikings beat the Packers pretty handily today. But, like, come on, man. Disgusting. Like, I don't see any argument there. Like, it's terrible. Terrible. Davante Adams scored a touchdown, so that's good. Man, yeah, cart's coming out for Chris Barnes. I am talking about Vikings fans. Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's not a surprise that they're chanting, doing a cheer while a player's hurt on the field. It's funny. Yeah. You say I'm a sore loser when I literally just said the Vikings handily won. There's no excuse there. Like, cool, good game. Vikings beat the Packers. All right, week 1 of the NFL season, awesome. But then you're trying to defend people chanting in a stadium when a cart's coming out for an injured player. You're literally the definition of a trash fan. So get off my channel. Like, get off. Seriously, like, do not return. Like you don't need that here. It's terrible. You guys put Anthony Barr hitting Aaron Rodgers in a newspaper about the greatest sports moments in Minnesota history. Like, it's disgusting. And then you try to sit here and argue against it, like trying to back it up. Disgusting.
To Chris Barnes.
So Chris Barnes is on the cart. Hopefully he's all good, man. It doesn't look good. And air cast is already on his right leg. It looks really bad.
A lot of the Vikings came over. And Barnes played a lot for this team last year. That always stinks to see that image.
Man, not good.
As he's
Chris Barnes is a real solid linebacker, real tough to see.
Now back to action. Minnesota
right,
first and goal. Really a chance to put the hammer down here with Madison. Little stutter step.
Alexander Madison stopped in the backfield by Jerron Reed.
Reed with a nice tackle. Make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
I mean, this is a pretty big stand here because if Green Bay can make a stop and hold to a field goal, it's still a 2-score game. Right?
Yeah, they've got to find a way here to bend but don't break. This is... we're approaching 7 minutes left in the game. As you mentioned, They got to try to keep this as a 2-possession game, and holding them to a field goal obviously will do that. So
yeah, right. The announcers are pretty much like, the Packers got to do this, and this. A critical stand. It's like, no, dude, this game's over.
By the way,
let's be real here, announcers. This game's over.
Played 0 defensive snaps last year.
Let's be real. Unless there's an interception here, which honestly kind of close there.
Alexander was the closest.
Alexander was kind of close there. It's going to be 3rd and goal for Minnesota.
3rd and goal coming up.
Again, 2 plays in a row now. We've seen this defensive line of Green Bay kind of assert themselves, get some pressure on Kirk Cousins to force 3rd and goal here. Got to find a way to change this look. If you're Minnesota over the years, right, in these situations, of course, Justin Jefferson demands a ton of the
3rd and goal
of the targets. But we've seen Adam Thielen over the years. He's as productive as a player in the red zone, making the most of targets for touchdowns. So
3rd and goal.
We got them both
Kirk Cousins in shotgun.
At the bottom of your screen.
Snap is down. Cousins looking all the time in the world. Throw left. Way overthrown to the back of end zone. So it's 4th and goal. Vikings field goal coming up.
Nice job. Sometimes it's not pretty. Sometimes the drive is not always a 3 and out.
So
Sometimes as a defense, you got to just kind of.
In theory, with the stop, it's still a 2-score game, but that's with two-point conversions, which is the odds of that are very low. So
keeps it a 2-score game, of course, pending two-point conversions, but at least it keeps it as a 2-possession game here. As we're under 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, essentially the game's not over, but in my mind, I mean.
Again, this one from 29, and it's
Snap
up and good.
is up. Snap kick is good.
And so
Vikings make it a 16-point lead, 23-7.
Well, hi. Greg Olson, Kevin Burkhardt, Mike Pereira is all the way down there. And now the question is this, like we talked about at the open of the show, life for the Packers without Davante Adams. Obviously, it's posed some of the challenges, and Minnesota defensively has been very, very good today. But we've seen how hard it is for them to move and get chunks of yards.
All right.
Is there going to be enough time, even with the great Aaron Rodgers, to
they need a quick
get
touchdown here. I mean,
if the rest of the game is any indication,
that's the
you'd
only
say
chance.
no. But again, you have Aaron Rodgers. Anything
that's the
is
only
possible.
chance.
They're one big play
like if they were to
away from kind of getting back
get
in this.
a
But
deep
as you said,
touchdown
it
like
just
they
seems
should have
like
got the
all
first
day
play of the
everything's
game,
just been hard,
sure.
Right?
You could say, okay, it's still a ball game,
every
but
first down, it just seems like everything's been a little bit of a struggle. You know, they need if at any point they need a chunk play right now to kind of get back in this is the time. But they've had a few chances throughout the course of the game. They just haven't been able to get anything going consistently.
All right. Come on. You can't get a return here to like the 15-yard line. Like you need some type of, as long as if you're going to return this, if it's a shorter kick, you got to get to the 30. Like I swear if they return it at the 3-yard line and it gets to the 15, I'm going to lose my mind. And it's a touchback. I'm honestly okay with it.
On their 25. So Aaron Rodgers today, 138 yards passing, an interception, a fumble lost. And he's had some issues. He's had a hard time finding guys open. He's also faced a lot of pressure, Greg.
He has, and it's been probably a combination of both. We've seen times where the protection broke down pretty quickly. Darius Smith winning fast, Daniil Hunter winning fast. And we've also seen a couple times where Aaron's just holding the ball and he's trying to find guys open downfield, but this secondary in Minnesota is holding up. So it's been a little bit of a mix of the coverage giving them issues and also some protection stuff as we talked all day about some of these backups forced into action here in week 1. But
first and 10 for Green Bay at their own 25. Let's see if they can at least put another score up for at least just trying there. Okay, snaps down. Rodgers looking, throwing right to Aaron Jones in a swing pass. And he's going to gain about 5 yards. They got to be up tempo here. Obviously, not letting the play clock go down to the 1 yard or the 1 second mark. So you'd hope they don't do that, but that wouldn't surprise me. Nothing would really surprise me.
So they've gotten contributions from the new guys.
Second and 5 for Green Bay.
Talented defense. I know they weren't very good last year. They've got some guys.
See what ends up happening this drive here. 2nd and 5. Rodgers throwing across the middle. Caught by Randall Cobb. Big hit across the middle, but it is caught for a first down. Chains are moving.
Rodgers is going to go into some sort of tempo. Not quite the same speed you'd see in a 2-minute situation, but the urgency has to be there. They understand every possession here matters. Every second on the clock matters.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
16.
Quick throw right to Robert Tonyan.
Makes a move.
Gains about 7. You just know the Packers are going to walk down the field here and score a touchdown, and that's gonna be it. The Packers, the game's going to be 23-14 end. Like you just know they're going to walk down here and look great. They're going to walk down the field right now, look pretty good, score a touchdown, and that's going to be it. Because why not? That's just what's going to happen.
It's kind of built for these situations right now. If you're Minnesota,
but they're still they're still throwing short. They gotta something intermediate. Like there's the play clock's under 10 seconds. Like there's no tempo right now. So another short screen to Sammy Watkins, and he doesn't even get out of bounds. We're throwing 3-yard passes every time and then not even hurrying up to the line. It's like you don't even got to walk far. You only gained 5 yards.
You're 5 minutes to go.
Oh, my gosh.
Quasi-hurry here.
Come on. Come on. Man, you just got to run routes, man. Come on. Play clock again down to nearly 10 seconds. Rodgers.
Four-man rush.
Looking
Rodgers
left.
can't find anyone again,
And he
rid
throws
of
it
as
away.
he's hit, and it's incomplete.
Cannot find anyone open anywhere past 10 yards. It's happened like once or twice this game. No one, like, nothing is working deep.
He's trying to get a chunk. He's trying to get some yards here down
Trying
the
to
field.
look.
And look how deep they're playing. This is that umbrella we've been talking about. When he looks to throw the ball.
I mean, Randall Cobb's wide open in the middle. If he throws that, he's not looking that way. But whatever.
See how deep the linebackers are of Minnesota?
Whatever.
That's the idea of this defense, where the quarterback can't get the ball up and down over your head like we've seen Kirk Cousins do on the other side.
All right,
to Justin
come on.
Jefferson. That's the idea of these deep zone.
2nd and 10, and guess what? The play clock is down to 0. Like, oh my God. Quick throw to Tunyon. It's a gain of about 6. Get up to the line. Like, there's no urgency right now. Like, no one's moving quickly. They're all just like huddling up. Like, oh my God, they're literally huddling up. I get it. It's a crucial 3rd down, but it's 4-down territory anyways. Like, get on the field.
They go quick. Penalties.
I think they got 12 men on the field. Caught by Winfrey. And that should be a penalty on the Vikings, but it was a gain of about 20 there. But let's see what they call.
Offside.
Offsides on the defense. Okay, penalty declined, right?
Penalties declined. Result of the play, 1st down.
So a 17-yard gain.
All right, 17-yard gain.
There. Vikings
Packers looking to score here and potentially go for a 2-point conversion to make it a 1-score game, but
4:01 to go.
We'll see.
Pretty picture, looking for that wide receiver to step
Juwan
up.
Winfrey with the catch after being brought up from the practice squad yesterday.
For the game, and he's in on the biggest drive of the day. What does that tell you?
All right, come on.
You earn Aaron Rodgers' trust. What he
1st and 10. 4 minutes remaining.
Where they need to be and be open on time. I don't care how you get there. He's such a feel-oriented
Empty set for Aaron Rodgers. Snaps down. Rodgers. Pressure. I mean, there's just no blocking going on there. There's three rushers right in his face pretty instantly. I would love to see a replay there because I don't think any of those interior linemen just blocked.
Christian Watson, the rookie 2nd-round draft pick. That's a touchdown.
Man, that Christian Watson drop is rough. That could have changed like the whole vibe of this game. All right. 2nd and 10 for Green Bay. 3:57 remains.
Needs a lot to go right. Down 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions.
Rodgers in shotgun. Looking, throwing left. Caught by Christian Watson. He's going to gain 9 yards. So Watson with his first catch of his career. You would have hoped it would have been a second. Nice little out route by Watson.
Just a timing, rhythm.
Gain of 9 and got out of bounds, so not bad there.
That's the yard between the space between where the receiver and the defensive back line. They call that the cushion.
All right,
this
3rd and 1.
Defense is so worried about you getting behind them.
They're in the huddle for so long, man. Like, yeah, the clock stopped, but it's like it's so predictable when they're going to snap the ball. It's so predictable. All right, snap is down. Quick throw. And it was going to be a quick throw to Watson, and he wasn't looking. And Chandon Sullivan almost got an interception. That would have been absolutely horrible because Darius Smith already has played good. Chandon Sullivan, an ex-Packer, almost just had an interception. Like, it's a little flat pass. And Watson's not even looking. Like, you're running a flat pass. The ball is coming to you. You got to get your head around. 4th and 1.
This is essentially the game right here. 4th down.
Yep, this is definitely the ball game. And Aaron Rodgers is an empty set because obviously they haven't been able to block, so throw him out in the empty. Snaps down. Rodgers. Throwing across the middle. And incomplete into double coverage. I mean, like what? Like you're 4th and 1 and there is a penalty flag, but you're throwing
Illegal use of hands. Hands in the face.
hands to the face on the offense. Doesn't matter. You're throwing up the middle in double coverage on 4th and 1, 15 yards deep. It's not like he's 1v1 and you trust your guy,
You see
right?
him really try
Right?
to fit
Eric
the seam
Kendricks,
route
one of the best
into
cover
Robert
linebackers in
Tonyan.
the league.
What a play by Eric Kendricks.
Line him a
getting up there to
safety or
elevate that
corner,
ball.
whatever he
He's
is,
gonna try to run down the
in
field, but
coverage.
they're counting on him not being able
You
to
need
carry him.
1 yard.
Eric Kendricks, he's a
You got
great
Sammy Watkins
pass
running a
defending
deep corner.
linebacker.
You got
Stays
Tonyan
in
running a
phase,
seam.
Stays right underneath the receiver. That's a hard throw, a really hard
You need
catch.
1
I
yard.
don't know, KB. 3rd and 1
1 yard.
to keep yourself alive. I know on 3rd down was a run.
Like,
he's got the option
man.
to make it a pass.
Man,
with a little
man,
tag
man.
there on the
Horrible
flat. Watson did
offense
his head
today,
around.
man. Horrible.
3rd and 1, 4th and 1, pass. I don't know. I think A.J. Dillon gets you a yard. Got 2 cracks at it.
Let's just get out of here. Get out of here with no more injuries. Just get out of here. But yeah, Dalvin Cook's just going to break 4 tackles, of course. Just make it worse. Just make it worse. Why not?
To your point, the Vikings defense has been up to the task, Greg, right? They've had
just
a
make
couple
it
key
worse.
Stops, the big goal line stand in the first half. They've made the plays when they've made it tough on Aaron Rodgers all day long.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you what's really impressive.
This is rough. This is rough. That's game there, but man, it's just more so like a loss is a loss. It's just the way they lose. You know what I mean?
For the sake of it, this is a newly constructed.
It's just like stuff that.
To get a start
credit to the Vikings. They played a great game. They beat the Packers, right? But it's the stuff that hurts you that it's like yourself. You know what I mean? A drop wide open touchdown pass.
I mean,
leaving
it,
the best receiver in the NFL wide open.
Like Kendricks and Harrison Smith, they were the third
letting free rushers right at your quarterback.
Which you're not used to saying,
running the wrong routes. Those are things that, you know,
going on chain.
This is preseason stuff, man. This is preseason stuff.
Absolutely.
Little flip.
All right. Quick toss to Dalvin Cook.
So fast getting to that hole.
He's going to gain about 5 yards.
Up to the 39.
Why are the Packers really taking timeouts,
Vikings,
man?
Look, it has been quite
really?
the shuffle, right? Front office, coaching
Just
staff,
stop.
you name it. All the people that were here for a long, long time are now gone. As we've shown you and talked about throughout the game, new GM, new head coach, new OC and DC. It's really new everything. New blood in the entire building for the most part. New vibe with Kevin O'Connell. And you look, we talked about Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah's first year as GM.
Let's just all agree that week 1 is just absolutely awful. I mean, this is
feel. A lot of people really thought this Vikings
bad.
team could be a surprise team. You like what you've seen so far week 1 against the best quarterback in this division?
Yeah, I think oftentimes when new coaches inherit teams, you know, traditionally there's a reason the coach before got let go. But in this case, they had some struggles defensively. They've
second and 2 for Minnesota.
Free agency.
Another handoff to Dalvin Cook. Gain of about 3. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Surprising game breaker here. Carissa Thompson, shock us. What do you got?
Surprising. Well, you know what? If you're a Giants fan, you're very surprised and you really love this. Daniel Jones finds tight end Chris Myrick for the touchdown. You know what, you guys? They're not going to just try to tie this thing up. They're going to go for the win. 2-point conversion is good. Saquon Barkley is having himself a day.
Man, Giants
just over a minute
Giants just took the lead with the 2-point conversion.
I know you like
it's crazy
tight
playing aggressive. How what it can do for you.
Going for 2 there?
Love it. Brian, he's trying to change the culture there, right? The only way you change into a winning organization is by winning. So what good do you tell your team? You go into overtime, you're not probably the better team on paper. Right. You risk, losing the coin toss and you don't get a chance to possess the ball. Minute to go, win the game in regulation. I think that's, if they hold on to win, what a statement. What a statement for the Giants.
Horrible game, man.
See if they can hang on.
Horrible performance by pretty much all aspects of the team. You know, a couple good defensive drives, but that's about it.
Right up the gut in the first down.
And that's a first down from Madison. Come on, just run the clock. Stop taking timeouts, man. Need the ball.
Before about Kevin O'Connell and what he inherited. You know, if you're a new coach, he inherits a franchise quarterback in Kirk Cousins.
Just get out of here.
Weapons
no more injuries,
galore.
please.
Running back, Dalvin Cook, Jefferson, Adam Thielen. And then a great job by the front office in free agency identifying that the weakness of the previous few years was the defense. They go out and they add some key pieces. Obviously, Zadarius Smith, the former Packer, being at the top of that list. And I'll tell you, we came into this game on paper. We thought they were pretty good. I'll tell you what, I'm leaving the stadium thinking that the NFC North now, it's going to be an interesting challenge.
Run it again, take off some clock. That time Madison.
All right, John Reed with a stop in the backfield.
That is
run there by Madison.
You're a teacher, and a salesperson at
John
the same
Reed's
time.
made a few plays
Love
today.
Think about what he's trying to do, right? He's inheriting a veteran quarterback that you have to convince Kirk Cousins. They've had a lot of success the last few years. Offense was not the issue
offensively,
here. Right?
Yeah.
Offense was not the issue.
Thanks for coming, guys.
And really
it sucks. Obviously, we're all hyped for the season, and go through months and months of speculation and hype, and this is what you get for the second year in a row. But at the end of the day, it's just week one.
These veteran players changes for the better.
I'll tell you one thing, it's easy to sell when the product's pretty good, and today the product has
2-minute
been
warning.
good. Vikings!
All right. 2-minute warning. Let's hurry up and get this over with. Man. It hurts. Packers start 0-1 just like last year, but after that they won 7 games and Aaron Rodgers became the MVP back-to-back. So, anything can happen. Week 1 is definitely not the end say-all, be-all, obviously. It's week 1 of the NFL season. Odds are, if I was a betting man, I'd still say the Packers win the division. So, this is the Vikings Super Bowl. It's fine. They'll be happy about this for a week, and that's cool. But it does suck that this seems like a reoccurring thing under Matt LaFleur with the Packers. It's like a slow, rusty start where it's just it's not wouldn't be as bad if it was just like a regular loss, like a competitive loss where, hey, competitive game, say the Vikings go down, kick a field goal for the win. Sure, that hurts. It's a loss. But it's like, okay, the Packers were competitive without Bakhtiari, without Ellen Jenkins, without Allen Lazard. Okay. But to get beat on all aspects, handily, it's just not fun. Yeah, at least the Packers didn't allow 38 points. You are right there. You are right there. All right. Come on, commercial. This is a 2-minute warning. We don't need a 14-minute commercial. It's ridiculous. End the game. Why do they always got to pull this out? Always.
23-7, Vikings lead the Packers. 2 minutes to go from Minneapolis, and there's been a lot of stars here today. Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson have been outstanding, and Dalvin Cook very quietly, 86 rushing yards here on this drive, trying to finish things up. And the Vikings defense making big plays when they had to. And they've really been in control a lot of this game.
Nice stop in the backfield by Devondre Campbell. Where was that all day?
Time continues to run.
Doesn't matter now.
See what's coming up next. The OT presented by DirecTV and the series premiere of Monarch. And so while we talked about the Vikings and Kevin O'Connell and pretty impressive debut, right, from his crew, and Justin Jefferson having a monstrous day, a career day for him.
All right.
And now you have to
3rd and
ask,
13.
as they just wait for the time to go here.
Annoyingly, the Packers are going to have to likely get a punt return here and get back on offense.
They've had bad starts. Remember the Aaron Rodgers relapse
they should just
comments,
knee it.
And they turned it
Honestly.
around. They usually do. But you wonder, without Davante Adams, it seems like they have a lot to figure out.
They do. They do. And Minnesota taking a timeout here, trying to take every second they can. But, like you said, it was just a year ago that in week 1 the sky was falling. They went down and played New Orleans in Jacksonville and just got boat raced. And, everyone was panicking. And next thing you know, they finished the season, 13-3. So I think right now they've got to go back. They've got to regroup. They've got to get healthy. They've got to get their stars back. Of course, starts with the tackles. They got to get Allen Lazard. He'll help out offensively.
Let's get this done.
Aaron Rodgers another trusted target as they continue to work these young players up to shape. So I don't think it's time to panic. I do think they
not a
came
fun
out
one
with
to
a little more
stream.
fight
Yeah,
in the
but at the end of the
second
day,
half. So obviously Matt LaFleur's
I still
message
like
to
watching football. I just don't like when
resonated,
this
but
happens.
They have great leadership on this team, great veterans. I think it's a little early right now to hit the panic button.
Here's what they have next. They've got the Bears next week. Obviously a rivalry game. Chicago beat the 49ers today. And that was a surprise. The weather was terrible in Chicago, but it's a nice win by the Bears. And then the Bucks, which we will be there in Tampa for that one. That'll be great.
Handoff Cook to the left.
Racing to the edge.
Stay in bounds.
Goes out of bounds.
Oh, stay in bounds.
I don't think that was the plan.
Because obviously this game just needs to be extended
so the
more.
Vikings are going to
so
start this
Vikings are
season
going to have to punt
1-0.
here.
And next week, that's a fun game. The Eagles beat the Lions.
Yeah, I don't know how anyone's saying Jefferson
today.
isn't
That
good.
was
Like, the dude's a good
game.
receiver.
So
So
they've got
I don't know
Philly,
where
then
anyone's
Detroit,
argument.
back to back, and then the Saints. And it's like you said, you can't. It's week 1, right? I mean, so much changes.
It's okay to say other players on a rival team are good.
Yeah, this not a one-team division race.
Absolutely. See a lot of guys going up to Dalvin Cook here, talking to him, and fortunately they're able to smile about it being up 16 with a minute to go. But I think in meetings, Kevin O'Connell now is greeting him, saying, "Hey, buddy, gotta go down in bounds for me."
All right, punt is underway. Fair catch by Rodgers at the 7. Should have let that bounce, but
well, it's been a fun week 1. Take a look around.
Come on, I don't care. Just end it, please. They always do this. They always do that. Jordan Love is in at quarterback. Nice. Just hand the ball off and get out. Hand the ball off and get out. But it's like you only have 2 starting running backs on the roster, and you don't want to hand to A.J. Dillon, Aaron Jones, and risk injury. So, like, is it going to be Amari? I don't know. It's going to be like 2 plays anyways. Who cares?
One, and here hasn't been fun for Aaron Rodgers. He absorbed a big hit early.
Nope,
and this
Dillon.
offense never got going.
I guess
Love
throw the
now
ball.
for the final minute 2
all right, Jordan
for
Love.
Green Bay.
Let's see what Jordan Love's got. Oh, he's passing. Oh, no. Complete pass for Jordan Love to A.J. Dillon for a first down. There you go. There you go.
Seconds left in
Jordan Love might end this game with a better passer rating completion percentage than Aaron Rodgers. See, guys? There are positives.
Matt LaFleur talked to us about. He recognized that for whatever reason.
All right, snap is down. Love. Looking. Throwing across the middle. Open. DeGuara. First down. And obviously it's prevent defense, so don't read into me. I'm obviously being very sarcastic.
Our emphasis in preseason to go harder, to get our guys.
They might get one more playoff. Let's see.
Since we don't play a lot of them in the preseason, so
let's go. Come on, get another completion. Love snaps down, looking, throwing to DeGuara. Another first down. And likely is going to be the end.
Green Bay, how they started last year. Of course, they'll take it if they have the rest of the regular
season. I doubt they'll get another snap down. They might. He's going to spike it. There's going to be one more play. Throw a Hail Mary.
Has been a rousing success.
You can't say why we're not doing this all game. The Vikings have their backups in. They're playing prevent. They're allowing the middle open just to let the clock run out.
As a head coach,
there's no point. Like this is not what the defense was playing all game. Trust me. Do not read into this. But for some reason, there's 1 second left. I don't know what they're going to do here.
What a feeling.
They might throw a Hail Mary. I doubt it. Just throw a quick screen.
Family here today. He'll get a W.
Yep.
Final play of the game.
Quick pass to Christian Watson. And gets inside the 30. And that is ball game. Minnesota Vikings beat the Green Bay Packers 23-7. Another first game blunder by the Green Bay Packers, as we saw last year. Not as bad as last year. You could at least look at the positives there. It wasn't as bad as last year. They didn't allow up 38 points, and they scored more than 3. But that's splitting hairs at that point. And they lost easily in both first games in 2021 and to now 2022. Not a good game all around by the Green Bay Packers. Ironically enough, I think the special teams was the highlight, or probably the best performing unit, which not ideal. I mean, obviously, I'm good for that. I want the special teams to not make mistakes, but I want the offense and defense to also do something, which they did not today. The offense did not perform well. Defense had a couple good drives. Didn't like the game plan. Didn't like the approach on Justin Jefferson. Overall, just a very sloppy, rough, unprepared, bleh game. And, you know, the Vikings played good. They had a game plan with a whole new coaching staff to attack this Packers' weak open zone defense. And that's exactly what they did with Justin Jefferson, and another career high for Justin Jefferson. So, you know, you got to give them their credit there. The Packers didn't have a good game plan for that. That's for sure. Like I said, there were some highlights on defense. And then injuries as well with Quay Walker, Chris Barnes, Kayshawn Nixon. That does not look good, obviously. We'll see what that ends up being, the updates over the week, because the inside linebacker room is one of the strongest positions. And with those, if Quay Walker and Chris Barnes are out, that changes. That definitely changes. So we'll see what happens with that. And Bakhtiari and Elton Jenkins next week. Probably won't see Bakhtiari just because that's how things go. Hopefully Allen Lazard will be back next week. Hopefully. These young receivers need to get on the same page with Aaron Rodgers. They need to start making plays. Other than that, you know, they got to have a better plan on offense. I liked what I saw from Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, but other than that, no. But appreciate everyone coming out to this first stream of the NFL season for the Green Bay Packers. I wish it went another way, but, you know, you can only do so much. We're just fans. We're just watching, so, you know. Hopefully they have a better plan next week, Sunday Night Football against the Bears. But we will see and see how this week goes with injuries and all of that sort. But, again, appreciate everyone coming out. Thank you so much. About to do a little bit of a recap video, so we'll see how that goes as well. But, all right, guys, thanks for coming. Catch y'all next one.